and welcome to another episode of the Chilled Pint. I'm Dan.
I'm Adam.
So, this week we're going to be looking at an older Spider-Man game with shattered dimensions. Shattered dimensions. That's really weird to say. But anyway, which Adam's just starting.
It's
I
new to
completed
me.
it
Don't call it an old
years
game.
ago. Sorry. And then we've got the usual Arsehole Alcove. And we're going to finish up with some weird news that Adam's got for us. So, yeah. That's about it.
Oh, what are you drinking this week, Dan?
Oh, right, yes. Oh, my head's gone down. Never mind.
It's nothing worse than flat head.
I know. It was like up there. But in the time that we've taken to set this up, it's gone flat.
I know.
Yeah, I'm on the Theakston's Old Peculiar.
That's meant to be good.
5.6%.
How are you finding it? In fact, I have had it.
Yeah, I've had it before.
Yeah.
It's nice, yeah.
I can't remember what it
It's got a
tastes
story
like.
now. Should we go through the story? We might as well.
Go on then.
Theakston's most famous ale takes its name from the seal of the peculiar court of Masham, or Massam, depending upon how we pronounce it, which was granted back in the 12th century. It was the custom at the time for the church to administer the law. I know, it's weird because they put the story at the end, they just put 4, and then it's on the other half of the sticker.
Oh, right. I thought it was like, you'd only just worked out how to twist the bottle. Like, oh, I can't see. I'll have to put my head up. Oh, it turns. That's what
I'm daft, not stupid, Adam.
God.
Anyway, the custom at the time for the church to administer the law, but this proved too arduous a task for then Archbishop, who was then based in York. Okay, they've just put some words here. So, with due archiepiscopal aplomb,
Nice.
right, he set up the independent peculiar court, headed up by the official vicar of Masham. Yeah, but that doesn't tell you about the beer, does it?
It's like Dave, who works in our new development department, discovered this and it was fucking lush. So he decided to sell it to make a mint.
Yeah, it's quite nice. It's
They've all started doing it. Let me just read the story off the side of this Coke bottle. You know, Coca-Cola was founded in 1848, but our new flavour cherry was started in 2019, when we discovered we could punish the fuck out of Indian villagers by stealing their water and turning it into cherry juice.
Does it actually say new flavour in 2019?
Nah, it doesn't say fuck all, and I'm just making it up.
Fair enough. It's actually something that
I
I would imagine Coca-Cola would do, though.
Yeah, imagine they had to tell the honest story. Like, you know, we found this new flavour. In the nuclear processing industry, a new form of carbonate runoff, is being produced as a byproduct. So this smelt faintly of cherries. Coca-Cola got wind of this and thought, fuck it, let's smash it in our drinks and sell it to you lot. Fucking plebs.
Surprised they haven't bottled up that toxic waste that we were on about a couple episodes back.
Yeah.
Where everyone was taking the Instagram pictures.
Yeah, oh fucking hell. It's like people are stupid. Oh fuck.
Well, yeah. That's why we have a show.
Damn right. Stop
with the Arsehole Alcove.
Yeah, don't stop being stupid, people. Fucking hell, we need to take the piss. Oh, can you imagine, like, if there's ever a couple of weeks where, like, we just get a perfect world. No one does any stupid shit.
Oh, man.
Like, everything. We just, like, start recording our show. We just sat here for 3 hours.
Yeah.
That's it.
Like, but some games happened.
Yeah.
That was about it.
Yeah. But what's the point in playing video games if they don't cause violent mass shootings in America? Fucking God. Oh, I got into the whole fucking debate about video games with causing violence. Violent video games cause mass shootings. Like, it's like, how do you know they don't? They don't, Phil. It's like there's literally zero
They just
evidence,
don't.
you know, just like, you know, oh look at Britain, 1/5 of the population of America, you know, or 1/8 or whatever it is. Oh look, you know, that we sell 1/8 as many video games. Not surprisingly, we've got 1/8 of the population. How many what percentage of violent gun deaths do we have? 0.00001 fucking percent of like the ones in America.
I mean, fair enough. You can't get guns as easy here. So.
Yeah. Well, that's it. But at his point, was saying, well, how do you know? I was like, yeah, because he was saying like, perhaps it's violent video games and gun laws. So it's like, you know, and I was like, well, what about Canada? It's got like identical. If anything, it's got more permissive gun laws than America.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Place. I was like, they've got like, I mean, the worst anyone's done with a fucking gun in America is like in Canada. Is like, oh, I don't know, probably fucking scared a squirrel with one or something. That's it, you know. Just like, well, they do. I mean, because you know, like I say, they've got, what was it, like 1,000 a year or something like that, deaths. Whereas in America, it's about 400 a fucking day. Isn't it?
Oh man, it's ridiculous in America.
Ridiculous. Yeah. There we are.
But yeah, let's not get into the politics.
Politics, man. But yeah, we're not taking a side on this gun debate. We're just saying it's not video game. That's it. That's my personal opinion. It just so happens to be fucking right. You know what I mean? Just, yeah. Anyway.
Right. So, we're doing Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions this week, are we?
Bring it. Yeah. Right. Okay. Do you want to explain the story a little bit?
I can't remember the story. I remember bits.
Right, so here we are. Shattered Dimensions. I'm halfway through the tutorial. I've basically played Shattered Dimensions. What I can gather so far is there's like a bunch of different Spider-Men. There's normal Peter Parker Spider-Man. There's another Peter Parker who's like a Venom suit version, but not.
Yeah.
And there's this guy who looks like he's in the future.
Yeah. 2099.
There might be more, but this is literally as far as I'm into the game. I know you've finished this game, haven't you, Dan? So what do you remember?
It was about 2 or 3 years ago that I finished this. Don't remember that much. I remember that Mysterio, he's in the opening cinematic, and he's the bad guy.
Oh yeah, he's trying to get fragments of something.
Yeah, something like that, isn't it? And it's like a dimensional stone or tablet or something, and it gets broken.
I tried to defeat him in cards once. Didn't go so good.
Right. So there's a lady talking to me in my head. What's her name?
Oh yeah.
Here comes another. Perhaps
Is that Madame Web?
The battle tip's coming, lady. It's like having Sun Tzu as a life coach.
Come on, bitches.
He's over there! There!
You know, Madame Web is like a really weird character, I thought.
You can probably even
Because she doesn't show up anywhere else in Marvel, does she?
Wanna see?
Just
You
Spider-Man.
must never miss an opportunity to subdue an enemy,
2
even
seconds.
in the air. Try to hit him while he's
we are.
airborne. Perform
What's his
a
ass?
combo.
Did you see what happened to his ass then?
Yeah, doing some hip thrusting.
Yeah.
Try to hit him while he's airborne.
Yeah, son. That's him
Now
good.
try to grab your enemy.
Need to grab enemies.
Get him! Come here, you. Oh no! I
That
didn't mean
seems
to make him
excessive.
disappear.
I'm pretty sure he had it under control. Didn't have to throw him halfway across the fucking city.
Yeah, but Spider-Man doesn't kill, remember?
Try not to be
He just
throws him
pretty
halfway.
sure this prick is
You
dead.
got my back. Guess I just story on my friend.
Beware, Spider-Man. Here come the last three.
Yeah.
Take them out howsoever you choose.
It's a bit like the whole thing of.
One bloodthirsty old.
I mean, I quite liked, the Dark Knight series of films, the
Yeah.
trilogy. But I just remember, like, I can't remember which one it was. Was it Rises or the second one? I can't remember. Where he got off a fucking thing in the Middle East, and he had like an assault rifle. He was just shooting people. I was like, yeah, Batman. I'm pretty sure shooting people with an AK like point blank. That counts as killing them.
A real
I fear it will be sooner
Never
than
dwelt
you
on it.
think. And finally,
like,
I turn my attention from the future to a world set
It's like
in
even the
past.
Arkham games, isn't it? There's loads like where you're in the Batmobile and like you're shooting people. It's like, oh yeah, but it's
Say your
just
prayers, punks. Here comes the Spider-Man.
what the beanbags?
What do we got
I'm
here?
pretty sure the force that
The
is shooting a
criminal
beanbag at his
forces in
head.
this world have already found one of the fragments.
Who is this
They've
prick?
taken over the
This
city.
Oh,
Noir.
Noir.
And this used to
Yeah.
be such a nice place.
Noir,
Use the
Noir.
shadows
Yeah.
to your
No,
advantage.
can't say that. Noir. I always get it the second time.
See if you can.
This
subdue
looks
this
awesome,
immense
actually. I really like it.
with
I
stealth
don't think the
attacks.
combat's as good,
You read my mind, sister.
but the
Yes,
actual like
that's what
art
I
styling
do.
of Noir is really good.
Stealth takedown.
Yeah, he's pretty much like the stealth guy.
Oh,
Typewriters
what
that
came
sling
first,
no
Batman
jerk.
Arkham
Won't last long if
Or-
they open up on me.
Agreed.
or this?
If an enemy
Because
spots
that's
you,
stolen
it
from
is
Batman.
imperative to
Wait.
defeat him
Arkham,
quickly or
definitely.
Yeah.
retreat, either into the shadows or high above.
Yeah, but you see, that's
I have
Spider-Man's
gifted
whole
you with
thing, so it's
new
not as if
web-swinging powers.
it's not as if they
May
weren't
be
gonna do
useful
it.
in this respect.
Oh,
You know,
I
his
like
whole
this.
thing is webbing
Thanks for
people
the
up.
enhanced
Yeah,
powers,
that's
lady.
true, isn't it?
The webs normally just kind of splatter everywhere.
Right.
Use
2 seconds.
your
Oh,
spider
come on.
sense
So,
to locate
if you
the
wonder why I'm not
fragment.
doing anything on the screen, she's still talking. Right, press up to activate Spider Sense.
There, through that gate.
Whoa!
Okay, I don't remember that.
Okay. Suppose that is technically stealth, just beating his ass so loudly. Like, it's fucking... there's no way that didn't just make a huge, wet, sloppy slapping noise.
Yeah, yeah.
Fucking beat his head onto the concrete. Right, what am I doing?
But yeah, Mysterio, the bad guy, like, he's not the biggest bad guy in the world, is he?
Oh no, he's got a goldfish head, isn't he?
Yeah. Mind you, isn't he in the new Spider-Man film? Isn't he the main bad guy in that?
Whoa, there's a new film. Which one's coming out?
Far From Home?
Oh, I've half seen that. Like,
I haven't seen it.
But my daughter was like proper going off on one, so it was like, yeah. Is it Far From Home where there's like 4 different ones, or do you know there's a bunch of different ones? Oh no, that's Into the Spider-Verse, isn't it?
Yeah, you're on about Spider-Verse.
Is it the next one along?
Because the Far From Home is an actual live-action proper thing.
Oh right, okay.
You know, with that kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what I was meant to do. I was meant to take these pricks down.
Yeah.
Time to grab a flower, big guy.
Okay. Can he breathe? God's like...
Shut him. Doesn't matter about that. You didn't kill him. It was the lack of air that killed him.
You've been spotted. Enemies will hunt you down and attack you on sight. Red Spider-Man will indicate where the Spider Sense was last seen by the enemies. They will keep looking for you as long as you have Spider-Man's health meter glows. Hide in the shadows until things calm down. Can I just beat his ass?
Here he goes.
Flee for the shadows.
Yeah, it's very much a stealth noir section. That's why I wasn't very keen on the gameplay side of it. I mean, I do like to play stealth, but when it's only stealth.
Yeah.
So yeah, you've got
You have been spotted.
2099 Spider-Man. You've got Noir Spider-Man.
This is not what I
Who
foresaw.
else have you met up to now?
Okay. So I was just watching myself get my ass. I was like, I can take this prick. Yeah, basically, you can't even do any damage to these.
No, you have to stealth on this, yeah.
Another opportunity for a stealth attack.
I think you've also got.
Lights.
Is it Amazing Spider-Man?
Is that like the default Spider-Man?
Think so, yeah. And then I can't remember the name of the other one. But basically, there's two that are the same, which is Amazing and the other one. And then there's Noir at 2099.
Here we go then.
Sorry, you're gonna miss your train.
That
Sorry,
takedown's
he's
just
dead.
like.
That is not a person with signs of life, is it? Look at that. He just rolled up like a turd. Like, where am I meant to be going? Oh! Down there.
Oh, now we're talking. This new wall crawling ability will help me get the drop on
I
these
don't know if you
bozos.
have to take them out.
The fragment is close.
Oh,
I
yeah.
feel its presence. May I suggest a stealth attack on this dirty louse?
Lady, you're all right.
Right, get on the ceiling. Oh, do you know what? Fuck this. It's just... Do you know what? That's been a common theme of like every Spider-Man game. Like, you've got all this awesome ability you can claw on the ceiling, but the camera just never keeps up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like... Oh, pull stuff with
I
the
mean-
webs.
The best Spider-Man game. I've not played the PS4 one.
And that's the end of that.
That's meant to
but,
be
like-
excellent, isn't it? The PS4
No
one.
Spidey,
It is.
it's just the beginning.
But the best one
Across
is,
many dimensions,
you know,
these
Spider-Man
four
2?
Fearless Spider-Men in
Is that the
all their
PS2
Which is on the
various
PS2?
incarnations must fight to reassemble
awesome.
the tablet
Well,
of
I
order
recently
and
replayed the
chaos,
PS1
not just
version.
for the sake of their own
Spider-Man.
worlds,
Oh, it was
but for
pretty
the fate
decent.
of everyone
Yeah, it wasn't
in
bad.
every
Is that the one with the
dimension.
symbiotes?
Good luck,
Yeah.
web slingers.
Yeah.
We're all counting on you.
You've
I
recovered
mean,
the
obviously,
first
yeah,
quarter
there was
of the tablet.
limitation.
Excellent.
I've always been good at scavenger hunts.
Like
But you
moths
consider,
to
you know, like we were
flame,
on about
those
Tenchu
with evil
a week.
hearts
Yeah.
will be drawn
And you know,
to
like the
unleashed
draw
power
distance
of
on
the
Tenchu was like
tablet,
14
gaining new and
inches. You know,
frightening
just
powers.
like
Yeah, it was
absolute, like,
ridiculously
You
small.
have been fortunate
Yeah,
that
but
none of
you
them
know,
have
you got
fallen
like a
into any
decent
hands.
view
Why'd you
with
have to go and
Spider-Man.
say
You know, you
that?
could see like
Man,
a
what a
couple of hundred
jinx.
meters.
So yeah, this is the tablet you have to like remake, isn't it?
Ah, useless hunk of nothing.
Going back to the story on this.
Wait. What's this?
Yeah, there he is,
Ah,
Mysterio.
Yes, power. This is what real power feels like. No more
this is what real
parlor
power feels
tricks
like.
and sleight of hand. Mysterio is now the master of real magic.
That's what he did with it.
And
I know,
this
yeah.
The snake.
is just the beginning.
I now have real magic. So is he Snake dead now? Cause like he could have just lobbed a brick and broken his
Yeah.
window. I'll open my window via Snake. He's gonna do everything like that. I'm gonna wipe my ass by a snake. Just like,
Oh no, you wouldn't.
But
Mind
if
you,
she's
but
like
the-
a psychic lady in your head who's meant to be a benevolent force.
Yeah, well, I was going to briefly mention this earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like Madam Web, right? She only turns up in Spider-Man. But like, we all know that like there's a Marvel universe, right?
Yeah.
So why does she never ever turn up anywhere else?
Yeah, she's an interesting character. Well, let's look at her for a second. Right, so she's an old lady, Madam Mysterio. Why is she in a skin-tight sex suit?
Yeah.
Just to sit in that chair? I mean, literally, that's so skin-tight you can see her abdomen.
I know when you get older, you know, sometimes like, you know, you want to make things a bit more exciting in the bedroom.
But dude, she's just sat there. And blindfolded. Yeah, perhaps there is, like, perhaps this is a sex thing, yeah. Right. Let's just see how we're going to get on.
I just find it really weird that she doesn't turn up anywhere else but for Spider-Man.
Yeah, she should do.
Like she could see the future and all sorts. And you think that's a pretty massive power to have in the Marvel universe.
Yeah. Got like this whole thing with that end game and stuff. She could have like
wouldn't
been an
know.
awesome
Yeah.
Swing
ally.
around long enough, and my new upgraded spider sense points me towards a fragment. Definitely sensing
need to watch
something from
Endgame.
inside the
Oh, I've seen it
jungle
now.
room.
Yeah, it's all right.
Hey, look at that.
Down
If it isn't
DVD or
Mr.
anything,
Tablet
yeah.
fragment, right
Yeah, I
there,
think it
waiting
is.
for me to grab it, which can only
It's
mean
quite-
one thing.
I mean, I'm not going to tell you what happened, but it's to do with time,
That
and
wasn't
they
so
do
bad,
actually
actually.
visit the other films.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
So it's quite good how they do that, but
Sailors
you know, it's not.
for when you awake.
Oh, who's this? Is this
The hunt.
Craven.
Oh, I forgot Craven was an actual Spider-Man villain. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Craven. That
He's one of my
maniac.
favourite.
Where's he taking me this
Back
Yeah,
in the day.
he's
yeah,
one of
I
them
quite
where-
like-
crap will I have to
It's one of them where he's not really a bad
Pretty nice
guy.
reaction.
Oh, he's just like, you know.
He's just a hunter who. Well, I think his backstory is that his wife is suffering from some sort of disease,
Okay.
so he comes
See
to
where
New
this goes.
York to find the cure or something.
Yeah.
At least that's in the Spider-Man cartoon.
3 shiny tokens will restore your health. Or these shiny tokens, you know, they will also reward you with Spidey Essence. Oh, dude, that sounds wrong. Which can be used to upgrade your character. Keep your eye out for silver and gold spider emblems. Okay. I'll share my Spidey Essence with you. Oh man, I got Essence of Spidey in my hair.
Can you? I can't remember now, but can you change between the 4 characters on Win?
I don't think so, no. I think they've got their own chapters.
Ah, right, yeah. I couldn't remember.
That being said, you know, later on they might have that. Oh,
Possibly.
Yeah?
Yeah, I like that. That like he automatically saves himself. Bless you.
ah! Please.
Welcome, Spider-Man. Welcome to the jungle.
Yeah, I really like this when I played it.
God's great power.
It's one of them where it's just a
I
nice.
use it to crush you. Like a
It's like a nice Saturday
wouldn't be
morning
very
cartoon,
sporting
but
of
in
you,
game
would it?
form.
Yeah,
You speak a great truth. Let it be your prize.
that belt is wildly impractical. Look at that fucking spikes.
Against my skills. Your brain.
Remember to hang stuff off the pointy bits?
Game of death.
Like 100% those scars on his arms are from that belt, nothing else. That's like...
Yeah, nothing from hunting animals or anything. It's just.
Just completed your first challenge. The hell did I do? I literally swung up to it. Right, okay. Complete challenge rewards you with Spidey Essence, and you can unlock upgrades. Press now to consult the Web of Destiny and view more challenges. Okay. Web of Destiny, yeah. It's a skill tree. Right, okay.
Yeah, you'll never do all these.
Broken artifacts hit 10 hunters in... Oh, are these like things you have to do?
Yeah, but I wouldn't worry too much about them.
Combat upgrades, here we go. Buy one. Or 3 challenge... Oh, so you can't
Yeah,
buy them, you just have
but-
to do the challenges.
But that's like any challenge from any Spider-Man. I think. If I remember it correctly.
Right.
So like if you look at them, if you look at the challenges, it's like beat 10 guys. Like you're bound to do that one.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like so I wouldn't worry about the challenges
Do not
really.
delay. The grim hunt
Unless like you
begins.
really
Spidey,
need an
Spidey.
upgrade and you're only 1 point away, maybe look at an easy one.
Whoa! 2 cents,
Do
there's a
not
Spidey
mock
Essence,
me,
gotta get my
Spider-Man.
Spidey Essence.
Wow, you're awfully touchy for a guy who...
See
knows
there,
how to
consecutive
dance.
web
Keep your
swings.
tights on, I'm coming.
Just do 5 of them. Like it's so easy sometimes.
We have
How did I just win one without even looking at it?
Well, you didn't, but you could have.
I'm Spider-Man, that's what I do. I break pots.
Hello. Spider-Man break pots is what I do. So, I like it when the dialogue's quite... That's the thing, when they get the dialogue...
Oh yeah. Turn the subtitles on for the viewers. Okay, maybe you can't.
Oh, here we go. Options, there we go.
Ah,
Audio. Subtitles, on.
there you go. Because, yeah, the Spider-Men are quite witty, which is, like, the best thing about Spider-Man, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, like I say, you want to feel like you're playing the character, don't you? Otherwise,
Yeah,
every
yeah, yeah.
game's just beat 'em up, isn't it? You know.
Yes, there is much for you to experience here. Traps, long-range weapons, and of course, hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah, where's the subtitle
Put
then?
together your own boy band.
My disciple.
Oh, yeah. What? Oh, is it one of them? Go back on it.
Yeah, well now.
Yeah, good. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They've come to study at the foot of the master, to learn the art of the hunt from the greatest hunter of all.
And the most modest.
You did.
I really need to play that new Spider-Man, but I don't have a PlayStation,
No, in
so
front
that's
of your
kind of...
boy band.
Yeah.
Remember what I have taught you.
I like to say, there is much for you to experience here, Spider-Man. It's like, is the experience going to be
let's see if
mainly
you've got what it
machete
takes.
cuts?
Yeah.
Defensive stance. Spider-Man is impervious to standard enemy attacks.
Hit Spidey now!
It's Spidey now. That was like, oh wow, he's like Matrixing.
Yeah, man.
I win again.
So, like, you won't realise this properly yet, but, like,
Bingo, bango,
they're all
bongo.
kind of different Spider-Men. Like, they're, like, the Noir, he's, like, the
That's
stealth
how
one.
winning is done.
Yeah.
And, like, you've got the 2099 one is all about, like, technology and, like, using, like, items and stuff to fight with,
Okay.
if I remember correctly. And then you've got, like, yeah, you've got the black suit, which is pretty much the same as
It
this
seems my men
Spider-Man.
have not proved much of a challenge.
It's basically just Spider-Man with the symbiote suit.
Yeah.
But he's, like, all about power and strength.
Okay.
And this one is pretty much like all like acrobatics and they're using the web and stuff. So it's quite cool because when you play them
Not
differently,
bad,
it feels
if I
like a
say so
different
myself.
game. Which is quite cool because it's like refreshing all the way through.
Yeah. That's like, do well. Oh, there we go.
I do still think that the Noir is the best looking one.
Oh yeah. Well, I like to like in what's the film? Well, the animated one we mentioned a little bit earlier.
Yeah, I've not seen that one. The
Into the Spideyverse.
Spider-Verse.
That was quite cool. Like I say, having him. Of course, I've never read the comics with it in.
No.
Oh. So I'm meant to be going. Oh, there. Okay.
Good. Yeah, I remember when I played this, I like replayed it a couple of times. Because it's just like, you want to get all like the upgrades, you want to get all the things.
Yeah, give yourself all the like, awesome stuff.
Anybody else?
Yeah.
Oh,
I can't remember if this has...
There's some
No,
for
it
you.
can't do. I was going to say if it has costumes unlockables, but it can't do that. I can't imagine.
I want to see if there's something fun you could do with throwing. Oh, that
I've
might
never
all
liked
be
throwing.
upgrades.
I've never liked throwing in like any game. Like, yeah, I could pick them up and throw them, or I could just hit them.
Beat 'em at 10.
Yeah.
Active
No,
evasion.
I'll tell you which game I've always
being
liked
attacked.
throwing in.
Roll out
Like
of the
any of the
way.
Streets of Rages, because it's so tactical, you know, you just throw them off of buildings and stuff.
Ah,
And
yeah.
then, like, you throw somebody into another person and it knocks, like, 5 of them off a building all
I
at
could do
once.
this all day.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I should
Imagine saying that. Yeah, in Spider-Man 2, I ended up just web swinging everyone because you just web swing them off the top of the building. And it was just, you know.
Uncle.
Oh, expensive rolling.
Yeah, you can see that they took loads from like the Arkham games though. Like they're like knives though are harder to dodge.
Oh, I see.
I used to hate the knife things on the Arkham games.
I can't remember
The
him
jungle
now.
still holds.
Oh,
It was
yeah,
when you-
I remember him.
Yeah, you'd get the yellow one instead of the blue one,
Yeah.
and it's like to dodge the yellow. When it's yellow, you have to hold it a little bit more. Like I don't remember that. You know, because your instinct is just to press it, and you're just like, tell you what, I'll just punch them to death.
What am I missing? That was. I feel cheated that I only dodged 9 out of 10 of the
Wait
attacks
for him
there.
to come within range. When you have the shot.
I mean, this is the thing, you can force it, as in if you just waited a little bit,
I guess this begins the bullet dodging portion of the festivities.
you know, and dodge an extra one. So that's what I'm saying, like, don't worry about them because you can just kind of force it.
Okay, that's not helpful.
There's been a misunderstanding.
You don't have a web
I paid
shop.
my library funds.
What do I know about? 2 seconds. Dude, stop shooting me! Not nice. Right, let's test out what the other buttons do.
Bingo, bango,
Let me
bongo.
just top up my beer.
Okay, that fucks him up. That's the fuck him up button. Right, where am I going? Right, what does that do? That highlighted
you see
red
that?
thing.
I think that's a trap. Oh no, is it you can pick it up? Destroy it.
You
I
have
can't
completed
remember.
enough challenges to unlock upgrades. Upgrades can make you hit harder, okay?
There you go, that's the kind of head you want. Look at that. That's better.
Right, okay, here we go.
Anyway.
Oh, now I've got to spend stuff. Okay, right. Web shot. I can get a
Yeah,
web
that's
shot.
what you want.
Do I want web shot? Do I want a grab uppercut? Or do I want an air recovery?
Considering that your first problem is people on things shooting you.
Yeah. Take that, prick faces.
Yeah, so web shot that guy. Oh, don't. Whatever.
Take
Oh,
us out.
God.
I am all over this game.
Do you not feel now the blood pounding in your veins? The thrill that
Who's shooting
pulses
me?
the hair on your neck that makes a
there might be
beat
some
of your
left.
heart.
I did feel that, but
I feel like I was definitely thorough with the way I fell down that hole.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Coming at you!
Use. Spider-Man can use his web to quickly approach enemies. Web strike.
Oh, yeah, web strike for
Try a
days,
web
man.
strike on this one.
Oh man, awesome. Oh, he dead.
take this, yo.
You know, is there any? Oh yeah, I want more
Hey,
answer.
Uncle.
I know the answer. I was going to say, is there any comic book characters that actually do kill? And I was like, oh yeah, the Punisher.
Take that, bitches. Oh, it blinds her. That's an awesome feature.
Yeah, but yeah. So when they're going to shoot you from those little things, you can obviously blind them and then just.
Bingo, bango, bongo.
Whoa. What the hell did I just do to him?
You don't look so
Well, I don't think he's unconscious because you just put a massive fucking brick in his head.
Whipped away!
He just died his own. Like, you sure I stopped doing anything to him? Right, okay, let's.
He just saw the massive piece of fucking stone and just thought, fine.
I know how this is gonna shake down, he said. Oh, big door.
Isn't that where you came from?
Possibly. It is. Spider-Man, master of everything. Doesn't know which way he's going. It's fine. Yay.
Oh, I remember this area.
Do you remember it as being like
Spider
a massive
sense.
piece of piss? Because that would be awesome.
Point taken. Another
I remember
boy
being
band? Are you guys
irritating.
gonna sing for me?
Like, it's not hard, it's just. I mean, it's the first level. You know.
By a Tingler says, so this happens, press it and jump out of the way if you land your target. Okay, right, let's.
Spider-Man!
Wow. Right, okay, let's get these shooting people out of the way.
Bop.
Right, let's do my web shot. You. There, you.
Or-
Pew, 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 pew. Get up in his face. If anyone asks, the sound effects
That
are
was a pleasant way
absolutely
to spend a few
necessary.
idle minutes.
I love it. No, I love it. I love seeing people put a gun into games, though.
Right, who else is shooting? Let's have a look before I get engaged with these guys, right?
I must admit, I've got a bit of a game fatigue lately. I don't know what to play.
Have you noticed, like,
Spider-Man,
a
that's
lot of
what I
games,
do.
they've sort of settled into a pattern, though. It's a bit like films. There's that, in terms of the style of games.
Yeah.
For you.
But that's the thing. I've thought of about 5 or 6 games I want to play, but then I'm like, but I've played that recently. Like, as in, like, that style.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing, like, interesting. I've been playing quite a bit of indie, actually.
Well, like I say, because it's almost gone the same way as movies, where, like, there's no middle ground anymore. You've either got to make a AAA massive title, in which case they've got to be guaranteed a hit, otherwise they won't make it. You know.
Yeah.
They won't try anything new. Or they've got the, you know, you've got to do it on a budget of like 25 grand. You know, with
Yeah.
like 3 guys in a month or something like that. It's ridiculous.
Smash him! Smash him!
I think the most interesting game that I've played in the last couple of years is probably like Undertale.
Which one
And that came out years ago.
Say uncle.
I'm assuming it's going well for me.
I mean, you're still standing.
Pew pew pew!
Thanks for playing.
Yeah, you're dead.
What'd you have to do here? You just beat everyone.
I think so.
I think that might have been why it was quite frustrating when I was doing it. Because I think there was like one guy just left somewhere and I was like, where is he?
Oh, here we go. Right. I was trying to do the 5 consecutive web series, but I keep hitting a wall.
Nah, you'll get to it eventually.
Oh, what? I saw that. You bastards.
Take that. Ooh, is this a private fight or?
You know, like they say that like Spider-Man pulls his punches to like normal people.
Yeah.
I mean,
Say
that's
uncle.
all well and good, but I don't think a rock with momentum that you could really pull that back.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it's a good point, that, isn't it? You know, just... I'll just gently smash him with this rock.
Yeah.
Oh, I am good.
Right, okay, where's these enemies at? Spider sense on.
Check the waterfall area. Oh, there you go. Just go through that.
Looks like a trap.
Well, yeah. You're Spider-Man. I mean, you can.
Oh look, bomb. Yeah, nice. Okay, here we go. Oh, can I not just shoot at it?
Nah, I just jump over it.
Oh,
You'd have thought, right, as a great hunter, like, he'd have realised that Spider-Man
might be able to jump a moderately high obstruction.
or even just climb round it. You know what I mean? Like,
What did I just say?
saying that, you did just get.
Not
got
that
by
one, though.
it.
I may have accidentally hit the punch button instead of jump. What, I just completed a challenge? Was one of the challenges get your face blown off?
Don't think it's gonna work. Gonna have to find another way.
Oh, this
Oh,
bit.
come on. Sorry, I'm allergic to bullets. They ruin my complexion.
You cannot
I remember quite a lot of it now that I think about it. I think it was just because it was years ago when I played it that I forgot most of it. But it's quite like a memorable game.
Combat upgrades. I may as well air recovery and a grab. Oh, I'm gonna try and grab on the phone. Right, that's what I. Rage mode.
Yeah, that's for. I can't remember what they call that one now. Is it Ultimate? The one with the symbiote suit? Oh! Was that a health of. Yeah, buy the health things first off.
Well,
all
that's
of
a
them.
fight to everyone, so that's handy.
Yeah.
Oh! Good!
I'll keep dishing it out if you keep taking it.
Yeah, this is why I thought. Yeah, this bit's. Yeah. You seen it through his score?
First served.
There. And now,
You don't look so good.
But let's say, but like the whole game has these like nifty little
To be fair,
features.
I'm also quite handsome.
Here's web in your eye.
Ooh, is this a private fight or can I join in?
There we are. Oh!
Next.
can you dodge this time?
Yeah. Oh, let's just dodge light.
Oh, go over the waterfall.
His heads. Quite fun.
Yet.
No, I remember now. Get him to shoot the tree.
Leave
Right,
it.
where's the tree? Ah, so.
I have you in my sights.
Yeah,
Ah.
that's it.
You shall
Keep going.
not escape. You test my patience. Jump. Here
Took
we
me
go.
ages to work that out before.
I don't believe it.
Come on, kill him!
Hang on a minute. It took him 3 shots to fell that tree. Now it's like they just exploded the entire thing with one
Leave it.
shot.
Yeah, because he found the fulcrum point. Shot that, he dropped down at him. Come on.
Clearly.
Who's having a good time? Raise your hand.
It is quite strange, isn't it? Like, as gamers, how we just accept certain shit. Like, it's just game design. That's just how it is. It's like,
Basically, what that is, right? From the game's point
That
of
was the
view,
best you could do.
that tree needed to vanish.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
See ya. Where you wanna be ya?
I don't believe it. There. And Now, I don't believe it.
Oh, what are you doing?
Yet. Now, you die.
You.
Irritating, isn't it?
Curses!
Yeah, there we go. One. There we are.
There. And now,
Along came a spider, a super crime fighter.
Not the base!
there. And now,
Here goes.
Get.
Take this, yo!
This shot fell. How could I miss?
Victory!
You test my patience.
Say, Uncle!
You shall not escape.
You're out of here!
Don't trust me. How could I miss?
How could you miss us, you shit? I'm Spider-Man.
Is this the bit you have to just...
I have you
Yeah,
in my
yeah.
outrageous. You are lucky.
That took me ages to work out as well. I was looking for a
Walk
tree,
over the waterfall, yeah.
and I was like, where the fuck am I supposed to go? It was just like, oh, just run over this river that you haven't run over yet.
I don't believe it. This shot fell. I have you. Curses! No hitting! Can you dodge?
Stop hitting your face with my fist. I could do this all
Something.
night.
I don't believe.
And some for you.
Right.
Yay, that horrible
go.
section is over.
That looked like it hurt.
Yeah. Ooh, a gold thing. This must be the boss fight coming up. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, maybe it is. Seems like a lot of guys.
Enclosed area. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me guess. 2 men
Oh, it's
enter,
a
1 man
Thunderdome.
leaves.
Nice.
Right? Wow, love your headdress. Is that from the Skull Collection? May I suggest an accoutrement? Perhaps something from the Webbing Collection. Ha! Classic. Small fry, huh?
Clyde.
Stronger than you!
He's a boss.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Keep going. Whew. That's how you put the zip.
Oh, come on. Same guy. Oh, two.
Still
Okay.
he lives. I thought I taught you better than that. I promised to show you a true hunt. I promised you a victory. And I
mean-
am a man of my word. And
Not really a
now-
punt, is it? If caged already.
He's blinded by the thrill of the hunt.
It's like
Wait
putting
for him to land.
a
then
deer in a
strike.
boxing ring. Let us hunt.
Actually, that would be a fucking tough fight.
I think people should do it. Basically, so I'm going to pause the game here. Just like, well, just put an animal in a boxing ring, you know. Done. Go for it, mate. If you want to hunt a lion, go for it.
Yeah.
Let's see who comes out on top. You know, if you can beat that lion, you probably, yeah, legit.
Plus, I suppose the animals would recover.
Yeah,
It's not as if, like, you know, you're going to kill them.
yeah. Because they just took a beating, and they're like, oh, fuck this. You don't have a lie down. No?
Yeah, that like all these hunters and stuff who like, you know, go out and kill all these like animals and stuff. Yeah, just put them in the boxing ring with the fucker. There you go. All right then.
Is there any amount of punching that you could beat an elephant with? Like, would you just be wailing on this? Like, literally, let's put like Mike Tyson and an infinite amount of time in a boxing ring with an elephant that's just fucking stood there.
No, but I think the elephant would tire out.
What do you mean tire out in what? In that it eventually had to sleep?
Well, yeah, because you got to think, an elephant has a lot of weight.
Yeah.
So, it obviously consumes a lot of energy. So, the punching wouldn't knock it out. But I mean,
it'd eventually starve to death.
Yeah, but you're saying that, but that's a legitimate.
Well, it's hunting things, isn't it? Yeah, that's
Well, no,
that's how the Aboriginals do it. They just run them down, don't they?
It's a legitimate thing that boxers use, isn't it? They just wear the opponent out.
Yeah.
So if you were going to fight an elephant, you just wear the elephant out until it eventually just.
Oh, keep
with
dodging
exhaustion.
around. Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say it was like if you were trying to wear it out by punching it.
No.
Like,
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, like, whoa. Yeah, good idea. That's right. So now we know, like, if an elephant ever starts on us, fucking got a tactic. Whoop.
I mean,
Slip.
would an elephant even start on you?
Yeah, one of them big fucking bull elephants. You know, they get in like rage, don't they?
Well, suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Also shagged its wife, so you know. It's
Let us not delay.
oh,
We are
what?
well matched.
I would probably pay to watch that. Actually. Like a poacher getting into a fight with a freaking tiger.
I should have stayed
Like,
in
all right,
the
then. Yeah, all right. Let's see how well he fares.
It's over, Spider-Man. You are in trouble.
Ah, yeah, he's wise to you.
Come, have at me. I have only begun.
Getting wise to me. Get wise to the face.
Can you catch this?
Lots of camera view.
Yeah.
Now, Spider-Man. The best offense is a good defense.
Yeah, I think that's supposed to be a.
That's just
cut
like,
scene.
what the fuck's just happened?
Yeah, it's supposed to be a cutscene, but gone weird.
Left and right down is dodge. Okay.
Yeah, you're in first person now. It's just for this fight.
Right. Okay. Now it's time to fight back. Right jab. Left right hook. Okay.
I think it'd be more relaxed if you took up other hobbies. Just think about it. Craven the golfer.
Your strength. I have underestimated you. Your strength. I have underestimated
what?
you.
What? Come on!
Over.
Yeah, this is the only drawback, is that I think you only ever do that in this fight.
Your strength.
There we go. Right.
It's great watching this because I'm getting a little bit of lag.
Yeah.
Whenever you hit him, he looks so sad. Like, because it's like a bit of freeze frame. He's like.
There we go. Right.
I will suffer your existence
No more.
What?
Goodbye.
Where did it score? That was sneaky. That was sneaky.
I think there might be one more of those fist fight bits. Think.
That is how it is done. Now,
Oh,
Oh yeah, you need to watch out for that.
Lights out, Craven. And this hunt is over. And as the victor,
finished with the gayest hit in history.
Holy cow, that worked. All right, let's find Craven.
Okay, I thought there might be something in here. Good. The hell? There. I lost the massive hole in the wall. Okay.
Oh.
Get some upgrades.
I don't think there's that many available, is there? Oh yeah.
Bird eater. Web strike punch.
Whatever you feel.
Web strike bounce. That looks useful. Okay, I will take that. By rage mode. Yeah. Oh, did that golden spider do anything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get them.
Ooh, hidden spider.
I think there's a different thing every level. I think.
Also, I've already missed like 7 of those 8
Probably,
hidden
yeah.
spiders.
my men have abandoned me because of made a mockery of my teachings.
It wasn't so
Oh
much a
yeah.
mockery
I
as
thought
it
that was the end, but yeah, there's actually quite a bit left.
And now I have nothing left. No dignity. No honor.
Sergey, don't do something you're gonna regret.
Nothing to stop me from using this.
Great, you did something I'll regret. Whoa, where'd he...
Right behind you. Ah, such power. I have the speed of the tiger, the strength of the lion, and like the great cats, I shall play with my prey.
Okay.
Hey, Craven, how'd you snare that fragment anyway?
I am not completely ignorant in the ways of modern man, my friend. I secured it on the internet.
Did you hear that? How did you get the fragment? I bought it on the internet.
Yeah. So I mean, it's got good good humour in this. Like a proper Spidey game should.
I'm Spider-Man. That's what I do. I break pots. And
Wait, did you just see he's been all abandoned it?
Well, these are the ones that haven't got out
bad
yet.
guy in the pot.
I never understood this part of the game actually, because you've got to raise that platform, right? You're Spider-Man.
Yeah. Literally just walk up.
Bingo, bango, bongo.
Right, okay.
Bingo, bango, bongo.
Oh.
How do I raise that platform?
You've got to press all the switches.
Oh, I see. Okay.
But there's like... You can always replay level, so you can come back to this. Like, there's loads of secrets around this area. Which all involve this platform. I think. If I remember correctly. But yeah, you just basically need to press switches.
Da, 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 da.
That's the thing, you don't get many like secrets in games anymore because it's all like loot boxes.
Oh yeah. It's like, oh, why should we bother making clever levels?
Say uncle.
No.
Yeah.
Where we can just get people to pay.
I think that's another reason why I'm a bit
Say
game
uncle.
fatigued. Because it's like, yes, I could play like the new Assassin's Creed, or I could wait 2 years for all the DLC to come out.
Yeah. Yeah. You're for an actual complete game.
Yeah.
You know? Rather than stuff they've deliberately held back.
I mean, I know that like years back there was expansions for games and stuff as well, but they were like pretty much a game in themselves.
Yeah. Well, like Metal Gear VR missions is a great example, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, that would have just been like DLC. But it was a separate game, but it was, you know.
And some for you.
I still remember that one where we used to challenge each other as the ninja to come finish it the quickest. I think we got it down to like 11 seconds.
Well, didn't we get it down to something ridiculous? Like, yeah, was it 11 seconds or something?
Something like that, yeah.
I feel like we might even got it down to like technically like 3 seconds because like it took time off the stuff.
I remember I did it.
See ya. Wouldn't want
I'm not bragging, but I did it something like 10 seconds, but they hadn't loaded in Snake in that time.
Raise your hand.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like the quickest we could do it was like 11 seconds because that's when Snake loads in.
Yeah.
And it was like,
Just
wow.
literally stood there waiting for him to fucking load. Yeah.
We had to leave the room for him to load in.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Because I remember it was hanging around for like 20-30 seconds and he wouldn't load in. You had to like literally leave to then go back in.
Yeah. So there was the other ones where there was all the little tatami falls, wasn't there? Dotted around the level.
Yeah.
And we were like, literally like the most efficient route found ever. Oh, we were like Chinese kid level good, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Wasn't much good about school, but going around each other's houses and playing games was one of the good bits.
Oh, there we go. There's this. Oh, here we go. There's a.
You know, who else is pressing those switches?
Yeah, I know. Just like.
Because they're too high up for the bad guys to reach. And they obviously take a lot of force to push in.
Perhaps there was like a team of 30 guys used to operate the thing. Or perhaps they were just waiting for a Spider-Man.
Maybe.
Why we build this lift, Chief? You know, just like no one could possibly use it. One day there will be a man, or maybe a spider. I've got to stop playing the game, looking at the slob screen, and actually the game. It's a lot harder. Right, here we go. The reason I keep looking at the slob screen is because you're on there. So I'm looking at your face. Like, yeah,
Oh,
he's
thanks.
done. And then it's like, oh no. The game's massively laggy on that screen.
Yeah.
Whoa! Whoa! Don't be a prick.
Oh, yeah, this is why, yeah, this area. You get shot and it's like, oh, we've got all the way back up.
Right, you. Oh, you're too far away to target.
Excuse me.
Oh, Spider-Man, just stand up. Seriously, that is big enough to stand up on.
Just web swing.
Yeah.
Back here.
Web swing round him. Don't go up that wall.
Web-headed coward!
Oh, well, there you go. You managed it anyway.
Oh, no.
I win again.
Yeah, there's some more good men. Great.
Coming at ya. Out, got the base. Ooh, is this a private fight or can I join? Whipped away.
You do end up using a lot of the same combos though in this.
Well, I've only got like one combo. So.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like you find it and you think, well, it works. Why would I use
Yeah.
anything else?
I've got web bounce, which I haven't used yet. I'm gonna try and use it on the next guy. Using web bounce. There we go. That's good. That's a little switch.
You all want to dance with me? I'm flattered. Out, got the base.
Oh. Oh yeah, it's one of them.
How do you escape?
Next time I play basketball, you be on my team.
I'm gonna do web bounce.
You just hold it, don't you?
Yeah, I thought it was just hold wide. Yeah.
See, like I said, yeah, don't worry about them. You'll get them done eventually.
Web bounce. Combat upgrades. Web strike bounce.
Or during web strike.
Go.
Yeah, so, yeah. Basically, yeah. You just jump in the air, I think.
Well, you're a tall water.
Oh, what did you say? What?
Take that.
Oh, another one of these little shooty pricks.
Yeah. It's like in like the Dynasty Warriors games, like the archers are just the worst enemy.
Yeah.
Anything which is like a
Nick
beam,
away.
like that has guns or archers in it, like
About time.
just imagining, you know, like, if the police turned up after Spider-Man had been there and beat up all these enemies with all these weapons, like, do you reckon they'd just be like, well, it was either Spider-Man or a massive group of teenagers?
Yeah, just fucking up the place. Like, oh, they're just coming across all these dead bodies and just like, you think Spider-Man knows that when he punches people, they're not knocked out? That he webs them up so they can't escape, just their corpse just fucking webbed up.
Taking out the Arkham games again, like we were on about earlier, like, where like, there's obviously some things he does where they're clearly dead, and somebody was saying like, do you reckon he's got his bat suit? You know when he puts like the detective vision on, so that it stays unconscious no matter what.
Bullet through the face. Just like shot now.
Because there's like somewhere like he puts the head in like an electrical box and stuff, and you're like, they're clearly dead.
Oh, there was what was it? And he just like shot a grenade in a hole with like 5 guys. It's like
Probably.
they did.
Once, you and I are in total agreement.
You're doing well, Spider. Most.
Oh yeah.
Too slow, Craven.
Please, run up there, see yourself.
This is quite difficult if I remember. What you do it first time here?
Ah, no. Craven, that's cheating.
Slow, too slow.
What difficulty are you on here?
Normal.
Oh, okay.
God, didn't dare do hard.
Faster, my friend.
Hardest for people who have the time, isn't it?
But I'm not being funny, but usually, unless the game's incredibly well designed, hard just means they've got more health.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Or you take more damage, which is basically like them having more health. Or both.
Yeah. What it should be is like they have.
Looks like the
Yeah, there's a
hunter
bit
has
of that, but they
become
should
the-
have like new moves or faster.
Do you know what? We've said this before, that we're quite big Devil May Cry fans.
Yeah.
Because if you remember, in the original Devil May Cry, it had completely different enemies.
Yeah. Yeah, they did. You're right.
Like the Shadow would only turn up at the beginning or earlier on hard mode. Or like some of like the sub boss would be different enemies and stuff.
Yeah, and then like I said on hard mode, they're just like that's it. It's like every 2 minutes, just like
Yeah.
that's it. You got like 8 of them in a room.
In fact, I'm not sure if on easy mode if you even meet the Frosts.
Frosts were beasts.
Well, they were just
Hey,
blades,
Craig, remember
but
that version of your vest?
fucking
with
rock harder,
the
weren't
the
they?
eyes?
Because I don't ever had too much trouble with Frosts.
Acceptable.
That's it. I remember having
Hunt
trouble with the
this.
shadows, definitely.
Yeah, definitely Shadows. Shadows are little bastards.
Oh, don't find, you know.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to do anything.
There we go.
Fire, fire, and glory.
Use his own weapon against you.
It's great how every week we bring up Devil May Cry somehow.
You are in trouble, my friend.
Go juggle beehives.
Nearly got him.
Are you got
I think you'd be more relaxed if you took up other hobbies. Just think about it. Craven the golf.
Sure.
Excellent, Spider-Man. You've done it.
And just in time. If I never hear the word hunt again, it'll be too soon.
Fragments. Hunt resumes.
Oh, I love that.
Ooh.
Shall we have a quick look at the next level? And then we'll probably have to leave it there.
Yeah, let's have a look. Hint, look around you. Oh, wow, okay.
That'll be Noir. That'll be 2099. And that's... yeah.
Let's say 2099.
Yeah, alright, yeah.
Dynamite can damage enemies by web slinging into them. You can punch them to death as well.
This new spider sense is a trip. Either I'm not used to it yet, or I'm sensing one of the fragments closing in on me. Nope, I was right. Well, at least I found it.
Spider, don't fade on me yet.
What are you supposed to be? A demonic kumquat?
You can call me Hobgoblin. Spider-Man needs one.
Newsflash, Hobby. You're not my first goblin.
But this goblin has one thing the others never had.
The fragment.
Yes, and with its power, I'm going to tear this world apart.
Good for you. Whoa, okay, what?
Wow. I'm glad we could share some quality time together.
Oh, I felt that.
Oh, felt that one.
Ain't gravity a bitch?
I don't think the 2099 will look like this.
No!
Away, enough! I can't wait to see you laugh. You're going to make
Whoa.
fighting
For a start, imagine the council approving this.
You had a breakthrough.
For start, I mean, health and safety would be a lot better. You know what I mean? Like, they won't just have stuff like that. Yeah.
Nice try, but my nanofiber wings broke the fall.
Nanofiber? How'd you get your claws on that?
Oh, wouldn't you love to know?
Yeah, that's
I
why
nano
I
fiber.
asked.
Okay.
Scared to face me, eh? I love to see
It's always nanotubes or nanofiber in it.
Yeah, it's like.
Future.
Well, the thing is, it might well be, but in 2099 they'll just call it, you know, like. Oh. You know, like your underpants will be made out of them. You know what I mean? Oh, grab an object. So grab any object within reach, then throw it by pressing B, or kick it by pressing X, or Y.
things burn.
Right back at you.
You dare? Scared to face me, eh?
I don't remember this.
Comes away.
Mind you, there's quite a lot that I don't remember.
No thanks. Take this.
Now that hurt.
Oh, is that Black Cat in the background?
It will be.
Now that
Oh.
hurt.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
You have to work at being this crazy, or does it just
Oh
come
yeah,
natural?
that's it.
Like, she hasn't changed her look at all.
Thanks. Keep it
Your therapy?
orange skin, wings, horns, and crazier than a freaker? This guy's
Yeah,
a
you
piece of
did,
work.
son.
I'd love to stay and play, but I've got places to destroy, people to kill.
Good. I was worried this was going to be too easy. See, this is why I could never be a supervillain. I don't laugh at my own jokes. Now everybody stay calm. I'll get to each of you
Ooh, I never knew that. I'm just looking up like this Madame Web, right?
Yeah.
She was voiced by Joan Lee, who's Stan Lee's wife.
Wait, what, in the original cartoons you mean?
That's what it looks like, yeah.
Wait.
You know, I think Spider-Man is the only Marvel character to meet Stan Lee.
Oh, I am good. Oh, I'm scared.
In the cartoons, he actually meets Stan Lee.
As himself as well?
Yeah.
But how did that go down? Like, hi, you created
Well,
what?
it's massive spoilers for the cartoon series, so I won't say how it happens.
Don't have time to explain.
But yeah,
So tough.
it takes him on a web swing around New York.
Oh, sweet. Oh, what are we doing? What are you doing?
Nice warm up, guys. Thanks. Oh, I'm
Okay, well, this looks like a fun level. So.
I love that. Other aliases: creepy clairvoyant.
Who else?
Oh, come on. That's definitely like the B-list.
That solves
It's like, do you know Jaws, the film? Like,
I've never
one of
seen
the
it, you know.
names, they came up with like 100 odd names for it, and one of the ones that obviously got rejected, and Jaws was, what's that noshing on my leg? Yeah, I just wish they'd gone with that. What's that noshing on my leg?
Come on, bud.
You guys sure you don't need backup?
Quite a lot going on this level.
Yeah.
Like, in
This is the thing
2099.
with 2099 Spider-Man. It's very. It attacks your eyeballs quite a bit.
Yeah. Like, what's an enemy? It just looks like everything else.
Yeah. I mean, I still enjoyed it, the 2099 sections, but it's like,
Can't track. He's too fast.
you know, it's very like acrobatic and using like stuff instead of
Allows Spider-Man to track fast speed movement. Easily dodge homing missiles, outspeed his enemies in combat. Dodge will fill over time and can insert. Okay.
It's one of the fugitives. Drop him.
Yeah.
Well, that really helped me dodge that homing missile.
Makes everything seem slower. This will definitely come in handy.
I like how it forgot what gravity was there.
Hey, can I call a timeout?
I'm just like,
Well, you dodged it.
You're not getting away.
Who's he talking
My
to?
internet. Hey, can I call a timeout? Get around behind him.
There we go, right, go on.
Come on, kill him. Yeah, run away like a bug.
Also, like, I love how he's just beating the police up.
I know, yeah. Yeah, I thought all the police are in cahoots
Never
with
learn.
something in the future. Nope.
That's it.
No, it just kills a lot of things.
I
Like,
didn't start
he
this,
blew
but
up
I'm
that.
gonna
He
finish
blew up that police copter.
Yeah.
He's not with me!
Ultra fire officers. This is the
Those crazy misunderstandings we'll all laugh about later.
Like, it's even a challenge.
yeah. You don't get anything until 30 cops have been beaten up. Like that one, like I said, like the one in the hovercopter that you exploded. He was beaten up. Just beaten up.
Yeah.
Oh man, that is like entirely too much.
Yeah. But you can see the contrast. Like 2099, then you've got Noir.
Yeah, you're terrible.
Come on, dude.
Try to keep up, won't you? Incoming!
I'm the last one who should call anybody a freak, but that guy is
Right,
a
okay.
freak.
I think it's
Yeah.
a good place to leave it. Right.
Yeah.
So,
So, what do you reckon?
verdicts on Spider-Man. Amazing Spider-Man. Cool. Noir Spider-Man. Yeah, it's sneaky. Definitely
Yeah.
kills a lot of people. Those peoples are dead. 2099 is just like, you know, if you can't quite afford Coke, just like, and you want to, you know, like, it's a great, like, so if you want to just, yeah, if you can't afford it, get ecstasy or some shit like that, and you just want a total sensual overload, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I enjoyed that. I think it's a good game. Good fun.
Yeah,
It must be
yeah.
like a quid on Steam. How old's this game?
Yeah, 7 or 8 years.
Oh, it must be like 2-3 quid on Steam then. Like at any time. Yeah, pick it up. Definitely worth the money.
Yeah. Right.
Oh,
So, we said that at the same time there.
yeah, it's like right. Let's head up at one's Arsehole's Alcove.
Yep, can do.
Ah.
Right. So, here we are in the Arsehole Alcove.
Right. I know you've got a few interesting ones for us to clear. I think we're going to form...
It's been a bit difficult to find some arseholes lately on Reddit, but I've done my best.
Yeah. Difficult to find. Perhaps they're all just nice people, Dan.
Well, maybe they've started coming to this channel. Please come to this channel.
I don't want to end up on the Arsehole's Alcove. Best stop being an arsehole.
Yeah. And they've thought, yeah, let's be better people. So anyway, shall we kick this off?
Yeah, bring it.
Am I the arsehole for ignoring a pregnant woman's request on an airplane? Okay.
Depends what the request was.
Well,
Okay.
yeah. It doesn't really matter when it is, so we'll skip that. 3 hours long from the East Coast to TX, Texas.
Yeah.
Lady in the aisle seat and I was chatting. Turns out she was really cool. Fucking hell, you never get that, do you? Talking the whole flight. The row in front of me was three strangers, a bloke, a pregnant woman, and another bloke. Okay. So, an hour and a half into the flight, the pregnant woman passes us a note that states, "Hi ladies, you both seem like lovely people based off fuck right off." Just that line. Fuck off.
You seem like lovely people. Fuck
Yeah. You see where this is going, can't you now? Passive aggressiveness shit.
Yeah.
You seem like lovely people based on your convo this flight, so I didn't want to say anything in an obvious way. My 11-month-old is sick and I haven't slept well the past 4 nights. I'm also 7.5 months pregnant and trying to TX. You might know. TX, what would that be short for?
Just like
TX for an event tonight and all day tomorrow. With that, it would be wonderful. Right, okay. If I could catch a quick nap before the craziness begins. Would you both mind either talking quietly and or not talking for the rest of the flight? I think others may appreciate this as well. I've tried earplugs and music, but nothing is working. Fuck that bitch. Right? Passive aggressiveness is just being a dick yourself, innit?
yeah.
So
Basically, you know
anyway.
you're not justified in calling them out. That's
Yeah.
why you have to use passive aggressive shit because you don't have a leg to stand on.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So anyway, rest of the story. So at this point, I asked the people in the row behind and next if we were being loud. They all said no. They all said no. So we tried to bring the tone down to a whisper, but she still kept looking back. Like I know, yeah, okay, I know she has a lot of shit going on, but the whole letter thing threw me off. There is an edit here. That's yeah. Okay, that's saying exactly what I've just said there. They did start whispering and talking quieter. Yeah, okay. So, what do we reckon? I've already said what I think.
I think they did more than they needed to. They said they were quieter and she was still flashing them the fucking stink eye. Well, fuck you.
Yeah. I mean, I know that we edit these videos so they're not that loud, or the less loud, because even they are still loud.
Yeah. If it
Me
was
and
us
Adam-
speaking, they
me
might
and
have
Adam-
a point. Yeah.
Yeah, are very loud people. Not. We choose to be. We just are.
Yeah.
Like, to me, I think I'm talking at a normal volume. It's the same volume I hear everyone else at.
Yeah.
But people tell me I am fucking loud. Like, as if I'm shouting.
Yeah.
And then I'll say to him, you haven't heard me shout. But, like, that's not our fault. You know what I mean? Like, if someone was being passive aggressive to me and say, you're being loud, I'd just say, well, I'm sorry, but that's how I talk.
Yeah.
I can try and be quieter, but what's going to happen is I'm going to gradually forget to be quieter and I'm going to go back to my normal level. So, yeah, I think that this pregnant woman is just a bitch who thinks that everything should revolve around her.
Yeah. Yeah, just because you're pregnant doesn't get you special. Well, it just get you special.
Exactly.
But it
Like,
doesn't
we've
make you
all got shit to
entitled
do.
Yeah.
Like there, she's like on about she's got meetings and shit. Well, so we've all got shit to do. We all need to sleep, but
Yeah.
you know, just because you're pregnant.
That. I think that the thing is, there was nothing unreasonable. If she turned around and just went, "Do you know what? I'm fucking knackered. Just like I'm blah blah blah." Do you mind being quiet? Just like I'm gonna try and get a nap. Just like this fucking creature growing in me is killing me. Like,
I think
I'm
that
gonna
would
try
be
and get a
better.
nap. Do you
The
mind
fact
like
that
just
it was
being
a
as
no.
quiet as you can? Yeah, all right.
Yeah, yeah,
But the shitty passive aggressive note and then the fucking stink eye flashing back.
yeah. Nah, not the arsehole. Fucking pregnant woman is.
You know what?
Right.
If she'd asked and it was us, I might have even said, "Do you know what? I probably can't be quieter. So what I'm gonna do, since you asked, I'm gonna not speak at all for like a 15-minute window. That'll be like, I'm going to give you 15 minutes to get asleep. And then I'm going to start speaking again.
Once you're asleep or napping, you're pretty much like, yeah,
you're down, you know what I mean? So,
yeah.
And I'm not being funny, but if you can't fall asleep in 15 minutes, you're in tired. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm like, a minute, boom, I'm gone.
Yeah.
And I don't have kids, so...
Yeah, it's like, I don't know if but Tish used to ask me all the time. It was like, God, how can you fall asleep in like 1 minute? Because she used to lay in bed for like 40 minutes, an hour every night before she went to sleep. Like, just listening to me, just like, it's like, next time. Yeah, she hadn't got that problem anymore.
Yeah. But then, like, I know that Tish used to like her afternoon naps.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, that's not helping her sleep on a night anyway.
Well, exactly, yeah. So, fully
I mean,
she
we
doesn't
all
have
like
afternoon
an
naps
afternoon
anymore.
Yeah.
Saving them up. Plenty of time to do that when you're dead.
Okay, now. Oh, we're not going back onto the fucking death thing, are we?
Yeah.
Like a couple of episodes back.
Right, okay, yeah, she's an arsehole. Next.
Am I the arsehole for filling a few false Amazon packages with my dog shit to teach 2 thieving neighbourhood kids who have been stealing my packages a lesson?
Oh. Just...
Okay. I mean, the fact that you're trying to get revenge is a bit of an arsehole move.
How old are these kids?
Well, let's find out.
Yeah, go on.
Okay, so it's been going on for a few months now. 2 girls in the neighbourhood. So, for some reason, the Prince of Bel-Air song just came in my head then.
A couple of girls, they were up to no good.
Yeah.
Stealing Amazon packages in my neighbourhood. So I got my doggy's turds and stuffed them in the box, and now they stink like shit.
Anyway, they're about 8 to 10-year-old. Oh, and the oldest is about 10. So, 8 to 12-year-old.
Yeah.
I have a video camera outside our apartment and have caught them red-handed. The first package they stole contained puppy pee pads. Well, that's a tongue twister.
Yeah.
And garbage bags. Second package contained a pair of scrubs for work. And last week they got a Bluetooth speaker. Okay. Amazon replaced all my packages, and I would rather not get the police involved. And their parents are real arseholes that don't supervise their kids. So I decided to fill a few packages with chihuahua shit and leave them something special to steal, to teach them a lesson. I also taped notes that said, "Dear children, stop stealing my shit." Well, yeah, they don't want your shit. They want the fucking Alexa.
Yeah.
So I'm not a big fan on revenge. I think there's better ways to deal with shit. But it's clear, right, that the parents are assholes here, right? And the kids are just, like, following suit. Now, if they're actually stealing, and you have proof of that, fuck it, get the police involved.
Yeah.
If anything, right, and I've had some experience of this, where I've had a kid live near me, and he had some problems, but that was more due to the parents.
Pretty much always is at that age.
Yeah, but what I mean is, like, she was alcoholic, she didn't give a shit about the kids and stuff like that. And I used to say in the local pub, because, you know, I used to live in a village, so everyone sort of knew each other. And I used to say the best thing for that kid is if he was taken into care.
Yeah.
Because no kid should go into care.
Yeah.
You know, if they can help it. But if your parent is that shit, which it sounds like here,
and
then you'd actually be doing them a favour by getting the parents arrested.
Yeah, well, you don't know that shit. But in this case, but either way, they, you know, they might just, their kids might just be fucking acting out because they're going through what's their grumpy bastards, but ultimately good parents. Or
I mean,
wrong.
from the way that he said about the parents.
Yeah, well, he just said they're arseholes.
Yeah, so he might have had previous with the parents.
Yeah. So let's just say they're otherwise good parents, but their kids are acting out for whatever reason, right?
Yeah.
Still call the police because it'll straighten them out. The police are used to dealing with kids who fucking shoplift and stuff, you know what I mean? And they usually they'll know the different. They've got the experience to know, actually, this is a troubled family, you know, they've got, the mum and dads have got records maybe, and then they'll treat that differently. And the police feed into social services.
Oh,
They've
yeah.
got a bigger picture. So even if it doesn't come to anything, you're helping the authorities build up a picture of this family, you know what I mean? And it's like in social services, and they can decide. And, yeah, it's great. And if not, there's no record, they know there's nothing basically wrong with this family, the kids are acting out or whatever, then they'll just go in there and just sort of say, right, okay, we'll scare the shit, we'll put him in the corpse,
Yeah.
stick him in the back of the car, won't read him the rights or anything, you know, put him in the back of the car, go, boom, 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 on the door, you know what I mean? Oh, we better go to police station, you know, we'll keep you there for a couple of hours waiting in the chair, or whatever, you know what I mean, till your parents come pick you up and so on. Oh, God! And in the meantime, the kids shitting themselves, you know what I mean? Just sort of scare them a bit, you know what I mean? And, yeah, that's it, isn't it? You know, they'll know the difference and what's sort of the best route, you know?
I mean,
but that
I
was
actually
always
heard a
the
story.
thing.
I heard a story recently of a parent who, I mean, I don't have the story in front of me, so I'm kind of, you know, and the father, the kid had done something wrong. So the father gave the kid a note to go to the police station, right? They went to and on the note it said, the kid was told, do not read this note, you go to the police station, you've been naughty. Yeah, like, must have been like early teens or something, right?
Yeah.
And on the note it said, dear officer on duty, could you please lock my child up for 5 minutes? Don't give him a reason why. he's done blah blah blah, and I just want him to learn from the, you know, repercussions. And I don't know if they actually did it, but like, you know, it seems like. But imagine walking to the police station with this note that your dad's given you,
yeah,
knowing that you did something wrong. You'd be shitting yourself, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, but which goes to what you're saying. It's like that whole thought process. You're like, oh, you know what I mean? It's like,
yeah. Oh man, I'm going to juvie. This is it.
Yeah. But that's like
paranoid, isn't it?
That's like a straight family. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you're saying, but like you also point out, and myself, if they are assholes, then you're probably helping the kids anyway.
Yeah, you're helping the authorities build up a picture, basically. That's why, I mean, like all the safeguarding people always said, you know, like you saw anything unusual, just put it on a slip, report it to them, you know. And if nothing comes back of it, nothing comes back of it, you know. So it might be like they come in like untidy this morning. They don't normally come in untidy, but they come in like really scruffy, smelling a bit, you know what I mean? Like, so that sort of, that might not mean anything, you know, that, but they then put it together. Or they saw mum from the place. Someone said, mum's out on the game again. Put 2 and 2 together. You know, oh, hang on a minute. Oh, she was seen in Liverpool. Oh, she's gone over and see her boyfriend in Liverpool, and she's putting out on the game again, and left her kids totally unattended for 3 days. They're taking themselves to school, so it's little bits like that they put together and like, what's going on here? You know what I mean? And next thing you know, they're taking into account, or they're not, depending on what the situation is. You know what I mean?
I mean, I am also kind of against getting police involved too often.
Yeah.
I think that police are a bit... Too much involvement is a bad thing. Because it means that people rely on it then.
Yeah.
And...
So, you can't sort your own situations out.
Well, it's not just that. The police sometimes take things too far. I mean, not to like American extremes. But
Well,
you know
my
what I mean.
favourite example was that this was a while back. There was a guy. He was mentally ill. He was just like, and he was going to throw himself off his house, right? And the guy wouldn't go back inside the house. It was literally no danger to anyone apart from himself, right?
Yeah.
If he threw himself off his building, it probably wasn't even a lethal height. You know what I mean? He would have broke a leg or something, right? Anyway, and he was like, "Sir, get back inside." Anyway, and he was like, he wanted to go inside the house, and the guy was like, "No, come in the house. I'm going to throw myself off anyway." But okay. And it's just like, well, so go back inside. Like, this is an order. No! Fine. Boom! Shot him. It's just like fucking fell out. And I was like,
Yeah.
Why? I mean, which is like basically a problem with the American police, because it's like, oh, we shot the guy. He was probably going to jump anyway. It's like, yeah, but now he would have had a broken leg. Now he's had a broken leg and he's been shot. You know what I mean? He's literally, yeah, just like there's and the thing is, and you can understand why the situation is with the guns out there, because the American police are taught, rather than assess the situation, then act accordingly. Number one is obtain compliance. Once you've got total compliance, then assess the situation, see what can be done about it. Right? So it's a bit of a weird. That's why I like all these American cop videos where things like escalate from like 0 to 100 in like 10 seconds because the cops are get out now. Just like, whoa! The second someone flashes them a little bit of like back sass, it's like boo, out the car, smash them down. You know, it's like because that's it. That's their training. They've got to get total compliance. You know.
Oh yeah.
But
it's the opposite as well. It's like you don't know who's got a gun.
Yeah.
At least in the UK.
I can see why in America anyone can have a gun. So they've got, in a way, they've got to have that policy. You know?
That's what I'm saying. I understand why they have that. Yeah. Where in the UK, for someone to have a gun is, it's like it's not even 1 in 10. It's like 1 in 50. You know what I mean? But yeah. Anyway, but we're getting sidetracked a little bit here. Yeah, I do think this guy's an arsehole.
Should have just called the cops.
If he's got evidence of them stealing, he knows that the parents are a bit of a prick. Call the police. You're probably doing the kids a favour.
Yeah, he will be. Yeah.
By making your life easier by not involving the police, you're not helping anyone.
Yeah.
You're not even helping yourself, because eventually Amazon is going to fucking query this. And they're going to be like, hang on, everything that we've sent to you, we've had to replace.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? In fact, this might be, he is stealing from Amazon, and this is his fucking...
I'll just put a fake Reddit thing up.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, oh no, it's them two kids.
Plot twist. Plot twist.
Yeah, you never know, do you?
Yeah. Love it. That is an arsehole.
Yeah, he's an arsehole.
2 arseholes. 2 for 2.
Well,
next.
So basically, on this story, they're all arseholes.
Yeah.
Everyone's a fucking arsehole.
Mere field of arseholes. Right. Next.
Come on, load up. Try amongst yourselves whilst we wait.
Yeah. Oh, I'll do my finger dance, and I haven't done this since
Fascinating.
Yeah.
No, keep going.
You can... Start throwing money at it. Yeah.
Stop dancing like a slut.
Oh yeah, look at that. Ooh. Oh yeah. You can tell I had a very... This is what happened before we had mobile smartphones, my friend. We used to sit there. Yeah. Start doing like a little fingered.
What was that one with the church? Like, there's the church, there's the steeple or something.
Oh yeah, that was it. Yeah, there's the church. There's the steeple. Look inside. There's all the people.
That's it, yeah. Fascinating times.
The weird one I learnt at primary school. Do you know, I've been like 5 as well when I learnt that. Is, do you know, the whole oh look, open daddy's underpants. Ah!
As if that was something that I in the school.
It wasn't on the curriculum. The teachers didn't teach it. Just like...
Oh, that's brilliant. Oh, that's probably made me go red with laughter.
Arsehole number 3, please.
Anyway, right. Am I the arsehole for pretending to be deaf?
Okay. Like for his whole life, or just like a specific situation?
I'm not sure. Maybe a specific situation looking at it. So, 23-year-old female, working at a coffee shop yesterday. I mean, she says that as if, like, she doesn't work there all the time. Like, she just turned up that day and was like, hey, do you want to do a shift? Anyway, I noticed that this guy, mid to late 40s, kept staring at me. I mean, she put stating, but I know what she means. Get your spelling right, people.
He's an asshole. Can't even.
Do you know what I?
He's
I
deaf
noticed
and she
yesterday?
can't spell.
Do you know what I noticed yesterday? That I have never. I don't drink coffee, so I've never been to coffee shops that often. But like Cafe Nero, right? Have they noticed that they spelled cafe wrong? Because they've got double F and the umlaut on the E is the wrong way around. Just yeah, something I noticed. Anyway.
Yeah, I never noticed about the umlaut. Oh, look at that. Okay.
Anyway, yeah. So mid to late 40s guy was staring at her. Yeah. Okay, that's just how staring works.
He was using his eyeballs.
Yeah. But no, that the rest of that paragraph is basically saying that like, he was leering.
Okay, yeah.
Tried shifting my chair so I wasn't in his direct line of sight. After half an hour, I was pretty creeped out and uncomfortable. Oh, okay, right. She doesn't work at the coffee shop.
All right, okay.
She was working at the coffee shop, but she doesn't work at the coffee shop.
I get it. Like most people who go to coffee shops, they sit there on their laptop pretending to write their novel. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Stealing Wi-Fi and watching our YouTube videos before.
Yeah.
Right. So anyway, right. Yeah. Anyway, because considering to leave the coffee shop, but I work remotely and was hoping to use this time to get out of the house. Right. So 15 minutes later, he got up, and I was excited he was finally leaving. But then he walked over to the table and said something along the lines of, "I noticed you when you came in, and I had to say hello." Okay. So got creeped out and panicked. Worried that if she engaged with him, he'd stay around. So she just pretended to be deaf. Then she looked at him, pointed to her ears, and made a no motion, as if to say like she is deaf. He looked surprised and shouted, "Oh, you can't hear me." He then shouted sorry and walked away. Okay, so she was happy she got what she wanted, him leaving. But now she feels worse about it because being deaf is a real disability. So she feels bad about pretending to be disabled, basically. All right, yeah, and the rest is just, yeah. So, on this, right, my dad is deaf, right? And he says it's the best thing that's ever happened to him. Right? No word of a lie.
It's happened relatively recently, hasn't it? Well, you know, it's crept up. It's crept
15
up.
years.
Yeah. How long? 18?
About 15 years, something like that. Like, increasingly.
Yeah.
You know,
I
at
remember him
first
sort
it
of
was
more or
just...
less just getting the hearing aids.
Oh, yeah, he's got hearing aids.
Yeah.
But he says it's great because he can just turn them off and he doesn't have to listen to anyone's bullshit. Like, and I can relate to him. I'm like, you know, like, you're sat in a pub, you want a couple of pints, chilling out, and you've got to listen to these fucking people go on and on. He just turns them off and just sits there with his beer.
Best thing ever. Especially as you get
Honestly,
older and
right?
your tolerance for other people's shit just slides down anyway. Just like, it's almost a gift, isn't it?
Like, it does frustrate him sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, say if I go and visit him or my brother or whatever, and he hasn't got them in at the time, and we you know, you do, don't you? You just start talking.
Yeah.
And obviously it frustrates him. He's like, oh, I can't hear. Give me a moment. And he goes and gets his hearing aids, puts them in. But yeah, but when he's just by himself out having a couple of pints, he's like, it's fucking brilliant. So, the end bit of that story, let's just fucking get rid of that straight away, right? Because nobody who's deaf is ever going to say, well, I mean, I'm using one circumstance
from
here.
this sample of one.
But, you know what I mean? But it's you know, it's not as if I've gone in with a questionnaire and asked him, so how do you feel about deafness? It's my dad. You know, it's a proper personal experience he's had. And he says it's fucking great. So, like, that end bit, I don't think if people were deaf, they'd even care. They'd just be like, oh, yeah, being deaf is all right. But I think everyone does this, don't they? Everyone pretends to be deaf sometimes.
I've done it once.
Yeah, I've done it plenty of times.
Yeah, because, like I say, I mean, I think the time I pretended to be deaf, it was just because I kept asking this person to repeat themselves, and I was like, I have no idea what you're saying. It's like, sorry, do you know what? I was like, I'm trying, I'm really hard, you know, I'm deaf, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think I'm going to get that word. It's just not clicking with me, you know?
See, I don't do that. I'll keep asking them to repeat themselves until they give up.
Just walk off.
Because
like
it's not my fault I can't hear them.
What? What?
Yeah.
Try again.
Because, I mean, as we've said previously, I work in engineering. I work in a loud factory.
Yeah.
But I have the bonus of being loud. Right? So everyone can hear me. But when someone's talking to me, I'm just like, I can't hear a word you're saying over the machine.
Stop talking like you're not at work.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
surrounded
exactly.
by loud fucking shit.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's not my fault. So I'm just like, I'll just keep asking you to repeat yourself until you give up. Or until you start shouting at me and then I can hear you.
Yeah. I couldn't do bar work in a loud bar. I'd never understand what the fuck people are saying.
I don't know. Yeah, I think it's a real talent that in loud pubs where people like give their orders over, and you know what I mean. I mean that's why a lot of orders, I guess, are wrong. You know, when you get people that go, "Oh, I didn't order that," it's like, well, okay, probably because I didn't
Speak
fucking hear you.
properly. Stop speaking like you're at church. You know,
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
not can I have a JD and tonic, please? It's fucking 300 decibel fucking crowd booming away.
I mean, that's why sometimes you see people who just type it in the phone and go like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like
Good people.
easier, isn't it?
Yeah, good people do that.
Yeah. But after like the second go or something, they'll be like, "Do you know what? I've got a better solution."
Yeah.
So, yeah, you're not the arsehole. And to be honest, I don't think deaf people would care.
No.
For a start, they couldn't hear you saying it, so...
If you then rocked out to, like, the disability office, just like, do you know what, this pretend to be deaf's working out for me, I'm just going to rock down to the social security, start claiming a disability check.
Well, you can't claim anything for deafness, can you?
What's that, sorry?
I don't think you can claim anything for deafness.
Can you not?
I don't think so.
Oh, that sucks. Oh, well.
So, realistically, it's not... I mean, we don't know where this is. It might be different in other countries. But in the UK, I don't think you can. I'm not 100% sure on that.
I don't think you can claim anything. Yeah, it's a good point. Yeah, I can't think of anyone who's deaf who's got anything for apart from, like, you know, free hearing aids, but that's just NHS stuff, isn't it? You know.
Yeah.
Oh well, yeah, not an arsehole. Go mad. Use it in all dates that you just don't like. Do you know if a date's not working out well, just start just halfway through. I can't hear. But we've just been talking, just like. Sorry. Just wait for him to leave.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, do you know what I mean? Absolutely fucking amazing way it went today. Do you know, like when you see those supposedly deaf people at airports selling like pens and bands and stickers and stuff? Or
No.
Like, you get them at bus stations every so often. Like, do you know, it's like, oh, buy this pen for £5 because I'm deaf.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Another thing. I once had one of them come with my doll when I had my own house.
Yeah.
And it was like charity thing, you know, like, oh, I'm raising money for the deaf. And I told him the story about my dad. I went, it's the best thing that's ever happened to him. And the guy, right, he was there and he had his full like case of stuff he was selling. And he just went, why do I bother? He was just like, so I'm doing all this for charity work to raise money for deaf people, like as a disability. And you're telling me your dad's deaf and it's the best thing that's ever happened to him. But yeah. You know, you just see someone reevaluate their life choices.
Yeah.
And then he was just stood at the door and I just saw it in his face. He was just like,
Yeah.
Because I can imagine, right? Like we've said before, we're quite confident people. And like most people just go, I'm not interested in turning him away. Or they humour him for, you know, a couple of minutes or whatever. But because I was just honest with him, he was just probably like, I've never seen it like that before.
Yeah. There was a lady I used to work with. Her classroom control was terrible, right? However, she was partly deaf, like, supposedly. But I believe her. Anyway, she was partly deaf. And she had a hearing dog, right? Yeah, I know. It's to help her, like, cross the road so she doesn't get caught out by traffic and stuff. I was like,
right. I thought you meant the dog, like, told her what it said.
Just like, do you know, the dog, like, they're just there talking. She said you should go down to the coffee shop, 2 black with sugar. Just like, you deaf bitch. There's anyway, And but got a little megaphone.
Oh.
But anyway, but this dog had amazing classroom management skills, because it, like, basically, the second any volume got above, like, a chatter, you know, the dog used to act, like, upset, you know, like, try to go to the door and sneak out. And the kids were like, whoa, shut the but they didn't want no one. Don't give a fuck about her, but they didn't want to upset the dog. So it's just like, God, shut the fuck up! Just like upset the dog. You know? I was like, can I have one of them?
Yeah,
I don't have to spend my
that'd be
entire day bitching at kids. You know, just love it. And if I could also train it and go for the throat in one, like.
Yeah.
It only have to happen once. Just...
That'll shut the fuckers up.
Yeah, I mean, if he gets above a slight chatter, he's gone for you. Oh, he's a little upset. Got his jugular in his teeth. Yeah.
Plus, I mean, you could say, I did warn yous, I told yous not to talk during class.
Oh, shit. Who are we talking about? Oh, woman pretending to be deaf. Yeah, she's not the arsehole. Move on. Let's have one. Oh, let's have the last one. Is this the last one?
I have no idea right now. Yeah. Right. Okay. Oh, I'm probably going red with all this laughing. Okay. Oh, this is one you sent me.
Oh, okay. This is a good one. Go for it.
Will I be the arsehole for asking my significant other to get circumcised? Okay, well, it depends why.
Yeah.
So, me and my significant, it doesn't say other. Are both early 20s and been together for 3 years. Obviously, he's uncircumcised. Well, that's not obvious, is it?
I suppose it is from the title, but out of context.
Yeah, out of context.
If he's obviously uncircumcised, he needs to zip his flies up or some shit, you know?
Since the beginning of our relationship, his hygiene down there has been an issue. Okay. From about 6 months in, we've had multiple conversations and even fights about his hygiene, both of his penis and just overall. Okay. I can't count the number of times that we've started to get intimate and then suddenly stopped because the smell of his dick is overpowering from the time he takes his underwear off. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's quite a long one, this, so I'm trying to sum it down, but it sounds like all this is pretty important information. There have been times after we've fought that he's gone to showering immediately before we get intimate, and when he's done that, he smells absolutely fine. Like soapy. Wow, as if he's showered with soap. Who'd have thought? That makes me think it's an issue of hygiene. He also has an actual diagnosed memory loss issue, which is why he forgets if he's showered or he wears dirty clothes. So I have a feeling that it's his disability that's making him unable to remember to keep up his hygiene. Okay. Well, all right.
Yeah, get to the end, because this is good. Like, it's we can revisit these points. This is quite good.
Yeah, all right. Well, I've already got a point there, so let's keep
we'll
that.
put a pin in that. We'll come back to that.
I've asked him to go to a doctor. Excuse me. to get checked and make sure there's not a medical issue. He says that's too embarrassing, so he's refusing to go. Right, we'll put a pin in that.
Yeah. In fact, let's take the pins out. Let's go back to the first point, you know, with the shit, forgetting, the memory loss.
Well, no, come on. We might as well.
Oh, no, okay, fine. We got 2 pins. I'm starting making notes. I'm making notes.
I've brought up circumcision before, and he's said he's afraid of it hurting. So we haven't discussed it in depth. I understand that circumcision is a major alteration of his body, and ultimately he has 100% say over what he does with his body. His hygiene, however, is significantly affecting our sex life and just relationship in general. Okay, so after 2.5 years of gentle reminding, pleading, I think that's a sexual thing. Cajoling?
Oh, I think she's meant to say cajoling.
Cajoling. I've never heard that word in my life.
Yeah.
What's cajoling?
Not like persuading, but like, go on. Oh, come on, just do it. Oh, come on, look. You know,
All right.
like getting on your case. It's like almost slightly forceful nagging.
No, okay. Never heard that word before. I'm sick of being repulsed by him sexually. I love him. Want to spend my life. Blah 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 blah.
I love it.
Talking about love and relationships and shit. Who cares?
Let's talk about this guy's smelly dick.
Right. Okay.
Point 1: memory loss. What's your take?
Okay. Well. Okay. People can suffer from memory loss, of course. Right.
Yeah.
But there's a simple solution to that, especially if it's something like showering. If it's a simple thing. Okay. A single thing, sorry, not a simple thing. If it's a single thing that is the problem, keep a diary and just mark off if you showered that day.
Yep.
That way, if you go, have I showered today? You can open the diary and go, yes.
Yep. That's it. Literally no excuse. That was bad.
Yeah,
It's no
there
excuse.
is no excuse for that. That's a very simple solution.
Yeah. It's exactly what my mother-in-law does. She's got like practically no short-term memory now. Exactly that. She literally got a tick list of all the shit she needs to do in the day. Done. Take this tablet, this. Oh, I've done this. Oh, I've done this today. I've done that. I've done that. I've done me things I need to do. There we are.
Yep. So that was point 1 of where I was like, let's just stick a pin in that.
Yeah.
Now, I can't remember where point 2 was.
Point 2 was he didn't want to go to the GP because he was too embarrassed.
Right. If you're too embarrassed to go to the doctors about anything,
yeah.
I mean, the simple answer is don't be. But
yeah.
I know that's not as simple as that. But the thing is, a doctor will have seen everything.
Yeah.
I mean, just look at the TV show Embarrassing Bodies.
Oh yeah.
Right. They've seen all sorts of crap and shit. They don't care what you got to them. I mean, they do. Don't go to them about a fucking sniffling cold. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. That's what just like, they'll be like, don't come to me with your smelly dick. And then you'll whip it out and you're like, Jesus, okay, yeah, you came to the right person. That's a stinky dick.
Yeah.
I'm glad you saw me. Because the thing is, right, it's like, they're not, like you said, they're not going to be embarrassed. And if anything, that makes me suspicious of the fact he might think he actually does have like, an STI. Or STD, whatever. So he might think he know what it is, and if he's still too embarrassed to go about it, what a prick. You know what I mean? Like, just go. You know what I mean? What? So you've been happy with shagging her?
I don't think it is because
no, I don't think it is. But
I did leave a sentence out here which I probably shouldn't have, but
yeah.
because you've brought that up, I'm going to say this. So when she mentions about going to the doctor to get it checked, she's got a sentence here in brackets. It says, "I've been tested recently and don't think an STD is likely." So if she's been checked and she doesn't have one, it is probably unlikely.
Yeah.
So we've got that kind of covered, which I know that I left that out before, but because you've brought it up, that covers that. But yeah, like, I've never understood people who are embarrassed to go to doctors about stuff.
Yeah.
I remember when I was like, well, when I was a bit of a whore in college,
Yeah.
and I went to the doctors it was about something else. But I went, oh, by the way, I'm wondering if I should get myself checked. And the doctors went, right, well, whip your pants down then. I was like, all right.
Yeah.
But like I say, but we're confident people. You know what I mean? We'll get our cock out no matter what.
Just like, yeah.
But there's nothing we can say here that would make him feel better about going to the doctor. But I don't think it is an STD. Also, why did they start calling them STDs? Wasn't it STIs? Or was it STDs and now they're STIs?
I think it was STDs, then it started changed to STIs.
Why did they change that?
I don't know.
Just to confuse people. Like,
That's like, why do they change the name of anything? Just
well, yeah.
piss people off. That's all they do it.
But, yeah. But my other point, I don't think a circumcision is going to solve that.
Well, this right now you're at the main point, right? This is because this is like, oh, he's afraid it'll hurt and all this stuff, right? So let's just say let's just say it was a legitimate reason why he had to get circumcised.
Yeah.
Was he tied it and the circumcision was the problem. That's a legitimate concern because adult circumcision is a fucking no joke. Like I say, I've heard that's absolutely fucking agonizing, right? Now,
well, it's because your body doesn't heal as quickly, isn't it?
Exactly,
so you've got longer period where it's bare, where it's sore. It's where as a child it heals quicker, so there's less time of it being raw, bare.
And you know what? I'm not even gonna touch on the issue of like, oh, is circumcision just male genital mutilation and all this? Let's just fucking put all that aside, right? Put all that, because she wouldn't make him do it anyway if he didn't want to.
Yeah.
There's basically, you're right. This whole thing with her, she's like most people. She thinks that circumcision would solve a hygiene problem. Like it doesn't.
No.
Like I say, only time that ever come up, like it was a thing thousands of years ago where people genuinely didn't have access to like clean water and enough drinking water to actually wash themselves. Yeah, okay, in really hot environments that were unclean and they couldn't keep themselves clean. Yeah, it was probably it's about into modern environments. Even if he's washing once a week, that's fine. You know what I mean? That he's not gonna be. That's not enough to build up that shit. You know what I mean? And like be a hygiene issue. You know, so it's not like you know what I mean. Unless you were genuinely homeless or some shit, living in squalor.
Yeah.
It's not gonna help you. As a hygiene thing at all. So it won't actually help the situation. Now, obviously we don't know what it is, but what it's likely, there's a few medical causes where, I think the biggest one is like, obviously it could be diabetes, like fucking cancer of shit, or the big one is like, that's a sign usually of an enlarged prostate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if your dick just constantly stinks, you know what I mean? It's like, and it's not a hygiene issue, that's like, your prostate's enlarged. Or you've got a kidney stone. Right?
I mean, she does say that his own stench is bad as well. But that could be the stench from his cock coming through. If you know what I mean. So like
he's smelly in general is what she's saying.
Yes. But what I'm saying is he could be smelly in general, but it could be the smell of his cock that's making him smelly in general.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Or could be diabetic.
Well, yeah, you're
diabetic people smell bad. It just sounds like a hate crime. Diabetic people smell bad.
Well, we covered this a couple of episodes back, didn't we?
What's
when we
that?
were on about that skin condition.
Oh yeah.
And it's not a direct thing of diabetes, but it's a side effect which can occur. And I actually edited that video, and I knew there was a name for it, but I couldn't remember what it was. And I did put it up, what it's actually called in a little subtext, and I can't remember what it's called now. But yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's like a side effect of it, or it's real extreme cases of diabetes where you get it.
So I think he just needs to nut up and go to the fucking doctors, because, like, if he's saying it's not a hygiene issue, well, he needs to go prove it.
Well, he hasn't said it's not an hygiene issue, has he?
Oh, well, true, but...
He's saying it probably is, but I can't remember. Well, get a fucking diary.
If he's that much of a pussy, put your foot on his back and fucking force him to the doctors.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Just, if he's too much of a pussy to go to the doctors, he's too much of a pussy to resist you, fucking make him go to the doctors.
So,
you know what I mean?
The thing is, right, there's two simple solutions here. Like you're saying there, force him to go to the doctors.
Yeah.
And two, get him a diary.
Yeah.
That way he can remember when he's showered. It'll probably help him with other memory things if he's actually got memory problems.
Yeah.
So it's actually, helping with other things as well.
Yeah. So I'm not going to say she's the arsehole, because I think she's just ignorant,
Yes.
I think she's just ignorant, like most people think, because that's how circumcision started, like even pre.
But in these days and times, that's not going to help.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's, yeah. And, just get a diary and force them to the doctor. So I think, she's not an arsehole, but... Is he an arsehole? I'm like a pussy.
I think, I know you're going more for it's probably like something wrong with him. Personally, I don't think it is. I think that he just has a memory issue.
Yeah.
So I don't think he's the arsehole. However, he could have solved this solution himself years ago.
Yeah.
If he knows he's got a memory problem, he could have went, well, what I'll do is I'll get a diary and, I'll keep track. So, they're not arseholes, they're just, like you said, a bit ignorant to it.
Yeah.
A bit uninformed. So we're here. Give you that information. So I hope you're watching it, and if you are, get him to the fucking doctors and get him a diary and say to him, you need to keep track every fucking day of what you do.
Yep. And if you've got a smelly knob watching this, pop a finger up your bum. Check your prostate.
You might like it.
Yeah. Yeah, and if not, doesn't matter, you might have found a new hobby. Great. Yeah.
Right.
Nothing bad ever come from sticking a finger up your bum.
That's some great rhyme right there. And I thought I was the poet.
Yeah, just like, God, it's like Shakespeare born again.
Oh.
Right, okay, I think we've sort of nicely summed up those arseholes. We are 2 for 2. No, 2 for 4, wasn't it? They're 50-50.
Yeah.
Nice.
Right.
I like it when we bring balance to the force.
Your first story of weird news, doesn't it?
Oh, yes, right. God, okay, let's head over to weird news. Now, actually, my first story was actually one you provided, wasn't it? Yeah, so this is the, sticking with the theme of circumcision. So, here we go, let's have it. So, the story is, man accidentally circumcised. Oh, come on, internet. So, story sticking with the theme of circumcision. This is the story for you. Man receives £20,000 in compensation from the NHS after being mistakenly circumcised. Oh,
Yeah.
like I say, mixing up your notes in the workplace is inconvenient at the best of times, but in a hospital, the consequences can be far more serious than a missed meeting or a deadline. Terry Brazier found this out the hard way after visiting Leicester Royal Infirmary for a Botox injection and leaving without his foreskin. Oh. It's like, imagine waking up like, fucking hell, it doesn't seem to have made any difference. I'm on for a piss. I'm on for a... Ah! The 70-year-old...
Also, how much did you say he got?
20 grand.
Is that how much a foreskin's worth, is it?
Yeah, I was going to say it. Well, apparently his must have been magnificent. Like a 4-man tent.
One of the nurses wearing it as a woolly hat.
The 70-year-old said he got distracted talking to nurses and didn't know what had happened until it was too late. Speaking to the Daily Star, he said to the news there was no more skin where there was foreskin. Where there was foreskin came as a real surprise. He said, I went to surgery for some Botox and they ended up circumcising me. They didn't know what to say when they found out what they'd done. They said they can't send me back to the ward and they needed to talk to me. The nurse was at the side of me and we were talking, so I didn't know what was going on. It was a real surprise. The mix-up was made last year and Mr. Brazier has now been awarded 20 grand in compensation by the NHS. Andrew Furlong, medical director at the University Hospital of Leicestershire, said, we remain deeply and genuinely sorry about the mistake occurred, and I would like to take this opportunity once again to apologise, Mr. Brazier. We take events like this very seriously and carried out a thorough investigation at the time to ensure we learn from this incident and do all we can to avoid it happening again. Lessons, don't chop on people's knobs.
What I want to know is, what happened to the guy who went in for a circumcision and came out with Botox?
Yeah. Fucking hell. It's just like, oh
10
god.
years younger.
Wow, I look really young.
In fact, do you reckon that then he'll start going around and people, hey, you should get a circumcision, it takes 10 years off you.
Or when they injected him in the face. Like, you know, just like where the Botox is going, like, Jesus Christ, how bad's this circumcision? You're going to start injecting my face out.
Oh, God.
Whilst money can never undo what's happened, we hope this provides some compensation. The botched procedure was one of 8 never events which took place at the Universal Hospital of Leicester last year.
What's the other 7?
I know!
Oh, we have to find out. Come on.
Jesus. The Trust says that never events are serious, largely preventable safety incidents that should not occur if the available preventive measures are implemented.
Where was it? I'm Googling this fucker.
The University Hospital of Leicester.
Leicester. What do they call it? Never events.
Yeah.
Never events, Leicester. Let's have a look, see if we can find anything. Okay, yep, okay. 1, 2, 3. Yep, okay, we've got him. So, for anyone wanting to know what the other never events were.
Okay.
January, unintentional connection of a patient requiring oxygen to an airflow meter. Measures how much air is moving through a tube.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound that serious.
But that's just stupid, isn't it? You know,
Yeah.
I mean, just I swear to God, for a second, I thought you were going to say a helium tank.
I thought it was going to be that. I was reading March, there was a swab left in a child who underwent surgery to remove small lumps of tissue at the back of his nose. Alright, so that's polyps and stuff, I imagine. Oh, and then another one, unintentional connection of a patient requiring oxygen to an airflow meter. So that's happened twice in the same year. Okay, this one sounds quite serious. This one was in the April. It doesn't say what it is, though. But it says, man had... Oh, I'm guessing this might be the foreskin.
Ah, right.
Man had incorrect surgery due to him having a similar name to another patient.
Oh.
That might be the foreskin. The circumcision, sorry.
I mean, if you got a similar name.
No, it's not. No, it's not, because it mentions the circumcised one later.
Oh!
Oh, no, it doesn't. But there's another circumcised one later.
Oh, God.
So, okay, so in May... Right, I mean, I know it sounds like we're really having to go at Leicester here. I'm sure this happens in loads of places.
Yeah.
Maybe this could be another part of our show.
Never
procedures that have happened. So in May, there was patient had incorrect surgery due to the consent process not being robust enough. Failure to learn from a previous never ever was listed as a factor. So they're clearly not learning from the mistakes there. And then there was another one. Patient had an X-ray on their blood vessels in an incorrect place. So whatever they were looking for, they were never going to find because it was in the wrong location. Right, here's the other circumcised one. Man was circumcised when he consented to a bladder inspection. Failure to learn from a previous never ever was listed as a factor. Oh man, okay, that's quite a serious one. The one in November. A hip implant was fitted to the wrong side of a patient.
Oh.
So a hip implant that wasn't needed. Christ. So that's some never evers for the University of Leicester. You still with us, Adam?
Oh, so I'm looking now at the one for Ipswich Hospital, which is our local one. So it's
Oh yeah, go on.
yeah, just I'm looking for that. It's got do you know? So Ipswich in just the last 3 months has had 2 in the last 3 months, and it was one was a wrong site surgery. So a lot of people chopping cocks incorrectly, and another one was a wrong implant.
Oh, another wrong implant. What was that?
Probably putting a tit implant on his ass or something. That's just...
Does it not say what it actually was?
No, it doesn't say. It's just a provisional list, like the categories and what numbers they're in. Yeah, so it's
Oh, I never knew they were called never evers. No, I know that.
In all the hospitals, what looks like all the hospitals in the NHS Trust, which actually this doesn't look like all of them, but anyway, of all the NHS Trust, should I say, the last 3 months, in 3 months there was 126 never events.
But when you think of how many hospitals there are, that's not that bad.
Yeah. That's not bad. 500 a year across the whole country.
Yeah, because you've got to think there's pretty much a hospital per town or city.
Yeah.
That's not a lot, is it?
Yeah. Like I say, you got to remember humans are doing this shit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's human error.
God, look at this.
I just hope that, you know, if I ever graze my knee, I don't get my cock lopped off.
Yeah. Biopsy of wrong breast, Botox injection of severed a nerve block, grommet inserted into wrong ear, incision into wrong part of ear, incision into the wrong side of the knee, injection to both eyes rather than just one, injection to the wrong toe, lumbar puncture performed on wrong patient. Oh, shit.
Woo!
Tonsillectomy performed when not consented.
Oh,
Twice.
Christ.
Twice. Wrong ear lesion removed. Wrong eye injection. Wrong finger injection. Wrong hip procedure. Wrong patient. Central line inserted that was intended for another patient. Oh! Just like I've got a terrible earache, so I'm just gonna run this catheter. Fucking. Ah! Wrong patient had a colonoscopy. Wrong patient had laser eye surgery intended for another.
Fucking hell.
What's the fuck their eyes up? Wrong side angiogram. Wrong side angioplasty. Wrong side hernia incision. Wrong side of toenail removed. Wrong side of uritic stint. Wrong sight block. Wrong skin lesion biopsy. Wrong skin lesion removed. Wrong skin. This is obviously the same thing. I think that one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wrong toe incision. Wrong toe removed. Oh. Yeah. Wrong teeth removed. 14 incidents. Just like retained foreign object. Right? So things left in the body. Don't know what that is, but it's left in. Guide wire, left in twice. A chest drain once. PICC line, whatever it is, once. A K wire, a metallic object, just a random metallic object. Kettle.
There's a fucking spanner left in there.
Surgical swab 5 times. Tonsil swab once. I can see this happening a lot. Yeah, vaginal swabs 12 times.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Wrong implants. 6 hips. Done on the wrong side. 3 lenses.
Oh.
2 interhuman advice. 1 neurostimulator. Jesus, that sounds... 1 spinal cord simulator.
What?
Stimulator. How do you fuck that up? The wrong stint as well. Their stent. Jesus. Yeah.
Well.
Apparently this is often so. If that happened eight times at Leicester, it happened 15 times nationally.
What? The circumcision?
Yeah, instead of attaching to a flow meter instead of oxygen. Leicester's rough. It's like taking up more than half of the national.
Oh, twice. Twice it was.
Oh, twice it happened, did it? I thought it was 8 times. Oh no, it was 8 different.
It was 8 different ones, yeah.
Yeah. Ta-da. Wrong syringe. Lots of overdoses and all sorts of things. Wrong medication given. Yeah, loads of wow. Yeah, enjoy that.
Yep, so we learned something there. Now we know they're called never evers. So go wild, people.
Oh, right. Do you want story number 2?
Is that only one? Christ. Yeah, go on then.
Yeah, no, there's more than one, so we got a few. So number 2 is... oh no, this is a different story altogether, weird news.
All right.
So, This is actually from the Darwin Awards. This has happened in 2018. And I just quite like this. This is just karmic stuff. So, it starts with a quote. He who cannot put his thoughts on ice should not enter into the heat of dispute, said Friedrich Nietzsche, philosopher. On February the 14th, 2018, in Berlin, a 19-year-old and his soon-to-be ex were walking along a beautiful Havel river, quarrelling. Unable to win his conversational point, the frustrated man suddenly shoved the woman into the icy river, jumping in to push her under again and again. Problem is, but she could swim and he could not.
I mean, the shock of going into cold water, as many have said.
Yeah.
Most people forget how to swim.
Yeah.
Because of the shock.
Yeah.
So, in fact, he almost killed them both.
Yeah. Here's the best bit. She swam to safely to land and quickly recovered from the hypothermia. He sank and lost consciousness in the 2 degrees Celsius water, forever forgetting the quarrel, and he was pulled out by the water police and transported to some clinic in Berlin. The attacker fell into a carceral coma, and an arrest warrant was issued against him for an attempted homicide for low motives, which is German Verstundheimtuchermordes us niederbergru.
Fluent.
I said that perfectly, so no need to revisit that. The crime was committed on December the 19th, and the perpetrator died on February the 14th. An ironic date indeed, from irreversible brain damage.
Why is it such a thingy date?
Valentine's Day.
Oh.
It's like a romantic. Usually no Darwin Award is granted when an innocent bystander is injured, but in this case we make a rare exception because the woman fully recovered and is far better off without this madman.
Yeah.
While the diabolical and drowned deed doer is Darwinian level dumb. Yeah.
I mean, I know this isn't the arsehole? The arsehole section. The Arsehole Alcove section. But massive arsehole in there.
Like, he's not only like pushed her in and heat them out, he's jumped in to try and basically murder her and end up killing himself. Yeah, well done. Fucking do without you, mate. Yeah. Thank you for killing yourself.
Yeah, thank you for solving the problem right there.
Yeah. You should salute these people. Like, yeah, well done.
Yeah.
You did the one good thing in your life. You killed yourself. What you can do to yeah.
I mean, we're not promoting people killing themselves, but, you know.
If you're the type of cunt who argues like that, yeah, the world would definitely be better without you.
Yeah.
It was a short story. Just enjoyed that.
It was a nice karma story, wasn't it?
Yeah. With attempted murder. There's right, number 3. This is like another level of idiocy.
All right, yeah.
Store owner tells robbers to come back later. They did.
What, to rob the place?
This is brilliant. I haven't read this yet, but I really hope it ends how I hope it does. They either the world's most accommodating criminals, but the greediest, most optimistic, or the dumbest. Or maybe all of the above. BBC reported on the 15 tense minutes on Saturday for a Belgian e-cigarette shop owner, identified simply as Didier, when half a dozen wannabe armed robbers showed up mid-afternoon at his store outside Kerloy. I told them clearly that 3 p.m. is not the best time to hold up a store, Tidal tells RTL via CNN. Instead, he managed to stammer out, if they come back later on, he possibly have more euros to hand over. To his surprise, they agreed that was a good idea and left. The cops didn't buy Deeja's story that the suspects would actually return, but they did. Not once, but twice. First, the suspects showed back up at around 5:30, and Dada shook his head at their too early return. I berated them, saying, "You have to buy a watch," he said, noting he told them to come back at 6:30, when the store would close for the evening.
Christ.
The hopefuls were back at Dada's door an hour later, and Players Coast cops were there to nab them. It's like it was a comedy. The incredulous shop owner tells the BBC. They're being called the worst robbers in Belgium. 5 of the hopeful criminals were arrested, including a minor. The 6 managed to get away. How did he get away?
What?
Including a minor. The 6 managed to get away. They weren't the brightest. Well, they were the cops if they managed to let one get away.
I don't know, yeah.
Like, on a robbery, they knew that was going to happen. They were just turning up. Jesus. At least they weren't trying to throw bricks at bulletproof glass.
Right. Now, these are clearly the stupidest thieves ever, right?
Yeah.
And I know I've been making a lot of points in the episodes this week, but I've got a few points for this, right?
Yeah.
1. They're robbing a vape store.
Yeah.
The most they'll probably get is 100 quid.
Yeah.
Between 6 of them.
Yeah.
Right? They might as well just fucking pick up pennies from the street and get that amount.
Yeah.
Right?
Or take the vape shit. That's probably the biggest loot then, sell it on.
It's really not.
Yeah.
Do you know how cheap it is?
Oh,
And
so
you've
it's
got
like-
to, and if you've robbed it, you've got to undercut to sell it.
Oh, yeah.
So you make them fuck all.
Yeah.
Right? Which was actually going to be my second point. So thanks, Adam. So
But also,
the second, so okay, so I'm making a right, which was going to be my third point, but now it's my second point, right? There's 6 of them. How fucking big is the shop?
the
I
vape
bet-
emporium.
I bet he's never had 6 people in that shop ever. Like, I've passed vape shops, right? And you get like 1 or 2 at a time. That's about it. But you know, you get a good flow of people. But there's only 1 or 2 people in there at a time.
Yeah,
6
'cause it's a
people at
relatively
once.
quick purchase. You go in, you have a quick browse at the flavours. That one plays great. Out, you know.
Yeah. Come on, most of them know what flavours they're like.
Yeah, exactly.
So they're even quicker than that. So the third point is that why would you go back? Like I say, we've already explained why you wouldn't steal from a vape shop anyway, right? So why bother going back? It's probably cost them more to turn up, leave, go back, than it has to actually rob them.
Take the petrol into consideration. And down on it, yeah.
Like, how stupid are these people?
Obviously a little bit special. I'm not being funny, but even just basic robbery principles. Since when are you taking the person who you're robbing's advice on stuff?
Yeah.
You know, they might have conflicting motives. They might not be 100% on board with trying to help you out. It's like, you
And
know,
also, how did the police let them get away?
yeah, oh, God knows how that. Like,
I mean, I know police are useless pretty much worldwide, but fucking hell.
there's a robbery, you know it's gonna happen, and they've scheduled it in.
Yeah. And then even if they don't turn up, you're like the police, I mean, if the police don't turn up for that robbery that's scheduled, you phone them up again, you go, yeah, they did turn up. They're coming back in an hour. And then the police would just be like, fuck it, let's go for the fun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's an easy arrest.
Yeah. It's done all the work for him.
Yeah, and they still fucked it up. The police,
How
I
long
mean.
would you go to prison for? Like, would you even go to prison? You're like, Jesus, you are too special.
It'd be like,
Go to prison. You know, you're not going to survive in prison. Just do what people tell you to do.
yeah, exactly, yeah. Actually, no, they would survive in prison then.
As a bitch, yeah, just like, that's it. Just like, yeah, it's some, like you say, somebody's little biatch. Right. There we are. That's it. I think we've had a good week. What is it? All right, let's sum up. What have we done?
I don't know.
Saw Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Give that a thumbs up. Good game.
I hope you carry on playing that, because it's a good game.
Yeah. Actually, I'll try and give it a go. There's
So they had the arseholes, the
2 for 2, 2 arseholes, 2 goodie, 2 not arseholes.
was it 2?
The first 2 stories.
Yeah.
And we've had some weirdos.
Yeah, a lot of weirdos this week.
Yeah, and a subplot of Circumcision.
We also learned about what they call
Never
thingamajiggers.
events.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Always a lesson here on the Chill Pint.
every day is a school day. So, don't you feel great, Dad? We're like the BBC. We serve and educate and entertain.
We're like the BBC, but without the PC.
Yeah. All the shit bits.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, I think that's it. Guys, thank you for tuning in. If you like what you see, or even if you didn't, don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment in the section in the comments below, and we'll see you here next week. You know? Bye.
Bye.